ho, ho! And welcome to a very special holiday episode of Ship of Fools, a.k.a. Sleigh of Fools.
MILF and Cookies edition. Pew, 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 pew.
That is the work of a rogue cast member and not endorsed officially.
It is very, very strange to hear Andy introducing Ship of Fools.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't like it.
Okay, well, the reviews are in, folks.
Hannah has been tied up with
I
tinsel.
will be stepping down at the end
Hannah,
of this episode.
speak so I can hear your voice.
Hannah, don't you dare.
I would never.
Pew, 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 pew.
All right. Okay, so welcome. This is a special episode. This episode is a holiday one-shot devised by yours truly, which has no narrative relation to the main campaign of the podcast, but it's going to be a good time anyways.
We're all Malachi's cousins.
That's not canon.
Really? Who's to say?
A lot of fascinating implications there.
Not canon.
All right, so I am joined by my, well, let's say associates. There's Hannah McLean, of course. There's Taylor Wallace. There's Nolani Stevenson.
The ho-ho-hos, if you will.
That's true.
I won't.
Hannah.
All right, so without any further ado, let's get started. We begin in the small, picturesque town of Howville on Wintermas morning. Yes, it is Wintermas, the wondrous holiday when the world is covered in snow and twinkling lights, when Santa Claus brings presents to all the good little children of the world. A day, a season where nothing can go wrong and everybody is happy.
Can't believe he's still named Santa Claus.
I sure hope nothing happens to disrupt that, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing would ever.
We begin our adventure on Wintermas morning. With a yawn, Danica, you awake.
I kiss my beautiful wife.
Danica kisses her beautiful wife.
Fuck
Danica,
yeah.
describe yourself.
And we can stop there, guys. We accomplished what
We're
we
done.
needed to accomplish. We're good.
Sure. So
This is not my beautiful house.
This is my beautiful house. This is my beautiful wife. My name's Danica Permafrost. Permafrost is the last name that me and my beautiful wife came up with when we got married to represent how our love is cool and permanent, like permafrost. Yeah! I have short red hair and blue eyes like limpid pools, and I'm buff as hell.
All right. So, Danica, you wake up. Your wife, Siobhan, is lying there next to you. She's also sort of waking up at the same rate you are.
God, I
She's
love
like,
her.
Oh, Merry Wintermas, honey.
Merry Wintermas. I don't want to make kissing noises with Andy.
That wasn't kissing noises. That was like, I'm tired noises. God.
Same thing for you.
No, what?
What?
And you hear...
We'll never know the real relationship between Nolani and Andy, will we?
It's true.
Elsewhere in your beautiful home, you hear the pitter-patter of little feet on the floor. You hear the voice of your 12-year-old twin sons shouting, "It's Wintermas! It's Wintermas! Hooray!"
God, it is weird when they speak in unison like that, honey.
Yeah. That psychologist said it was fine, though. They'll grow out of it.
I kind of hope they don't. It'll be good in the NHL someday.
Wow, you're so right.
I love you, sweetie.
I love you, too. I should have looked up more stuff about hockey before this so I could make jokes here.
Guess I'll, get up and maybe head downstairs, make a pot of coffee, see what Madden Fox and Jagger Jay are getting up to.
God, I hate
My
you.
beautiful sons.
Ah, yes, the names of our children, who we have and I love.
Yup.
Yeah, you do that, honey.
All right.
I'm just gonna sleep a little longer.
You do that, beautiful.
Oh, so you're allowed to make kissing noises.
Yeah.
Just not together. You receive.
All right, so as you walk downstairs to make that pot of coffee, you hear your son's jubilant voices change.
Oh,
Puberty?
And all of a sudden, no, not puberty, distress. Although I guess potato, but you hear them from the other room crying out, Where is it? Where is everything?
Where's what?
And Danica, you notice, you've been sort of groggy, your eyes are clouded by sleep, but suddenly you notice all of your Wintermas decorations in your house are gone. There is no trace of the holiday anywhere in this house. And you walk into the other room where the traditional festive Wintermas bush was, and there's nothing. Except for your two kids, Jagger and Madden, just sort of sitting on the floor staring forlornly at the space where their presents should be.
I crack my neck and I crack my knuckles and I say, we're gonna figure this out.
And then we cut away to
Bye.
another house. Larger. More, well, I mean, I don't want this to sound mean, but cleaner. And Carol, you awake.
Yes.
Would you like to describe yourself?
Carol wakes up at the first ring of the alarm, turns it off, sits up in her large bed in her large room with the gilded frame. She looks around, takes in a sigh, and then goes and begins to get ready for the day, putting on, does her makeup immaculately. It's Wintermas, so we'll do a red lipstick and a little bit of gold, just the tasteful hint of gold eyeshadow.
Ooh,
Oh.
Her blonde hair is perfect. Her long elven ears, perfect. She puts these little jingle bell earrings in them. Again, tasteful. Puts on a sweater that's same red and gold. That's the motif we're going with this year. And just makes sure that she looks absolutely perfect. She looks in the mirror and says a few affirmations. And then she looks at herself and says, Merry Wintermas. And then she walks downstairs to go make breakfast for her daughter.
All right. Do you think your daughter would be awake already? Is she the kind of kid who would be getting up early on Wintermas morning?
She wouldn't, jump up. She's considers herself too kind of old and mature to do the, jumping up and running around the house thing. Although, everyone's more of a kid on Wintermas morning, as we all know. So
it's true.
She's probably awake and very excited by now, at least.
Yeah, well, she's awake at least.
Cynthia, darling, Merry Wintermas, my sweet.
Mom?
Yes?
What happened to all the Wintermas stuff?
What do you mean?
Carol, you look around and you see that all of your Wintermas decorations are gone. There is not a single decked hall in this entire place.
Carol, has to steady herself on the wall, and she's like, the party is in 12 hours. I mean, less, and not to mention all your presents, sweetheart. I mean, what are we going to do?
I don't know. I was kind of hoping that I could pass that question on to you.
You're right. We're going to figure this out. I'm going to figure this out. Have no fear. Wintermas will be saved. The party also saved.
Yeah, all of your party supplies for the huge bash you were throwing, they're completely gone.
Oh, this is bad. What about, I run to check the fridge. What about, the snacks, the food, the champagne?
There's some food in there, but pretty much any food that would be good at a party has been gone.
The roast beast?
Yeah, the last can of hash is gone. There's one bag of cold cuts in the fridge.
Oh no, it sounds like
it.
your party will be spoiled.
Oh no. Carol stares into the light, the cold light coming from the fridge, and takes again a few kind of calming deep breaths, and she looks at Cynthia and she's like, okay. Did you just wake up and find it like this? Did you see anything, hear anyone?
No, I just woke up and it was like this. I've only been up for a few minutes, but
Okay, well, just like we face all problems in life, we face it head on. This is an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity for learning.
Should I get the journal?
You don't necessarily need the journal. I think we went over this a couple days ago. But, if you feel like you need a refresher, if you want to write it down again, sometimes writing things down twice can be even more helpful than writing it down once.
You see Cynthia has pulled a sticky note from her pocket and is writing, sometimes writing things down twice can be more helpful on it.
Perfect. Oh. I'm so proud of you. I give Cynthia a little kiss on the top of her head, and I'm like, okay, we're going to try and solve this mystery, and I'm going to start looking for clues.
All right, and as you do that, we cut away to another house across town, but perhaps not as far across town as you'd like. And in that house, Taffy, you wake up and describe yourself.
Well, I'm a bright pink tiefling, and I have beautiful curling horns that go straight back, and I sometimes paint the tips of them if I'm feeling really fancy, but probably not today. Probably today I want the focus to be on my outfit. And I have long, shiny black hair, and, well, I'm alone in my bed because, sweet teddy bear's probably at work already, but... I know, it's Wintermas, but he's a very hard worker.
All right, yeah, so you get up out of bed, and you actually hear...
Oh, I've been up for 2 hours. I meditate in bed in the morning.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. All right, so as you finish meditating and walk into the hallway, you see your little baby Petunia sort of toddling out of her bedroom into the hall. And she says, Mommy.
What the fuck?
Is it Wintermas?
No, she can't form full sentences. She's not even fully 2 years
Oh,
old.
but I don't know child development stages. And you see she goes,
Petunia, good morning, honey. And I sweep her up and I pepper her face with kisses.
Thank you.
This is gonna creep me out so bad, Andy.
This is perfect. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's make Petunia... How about... Petunia's a quiet kid.
Yeah, Petunia doesn't actually have a lot to say, but you can tell she is excited. You can see it in her eyes.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited too, sweetheart. Let's go see what you got. And I bring her out into our beautiful living room, which I decorated extremely fancily over the past 3 weeks because I didn't have a lot else to do because I don't have a job. Well, I do have a job, but I make my own hours.
All right, you walk downstairs and you see Tedmund. He's got like his suit and tie on. It looks like he's getting ready to head out the door for work. He's drinking a cup of coffee.
I run over and I give him a kiss.
What?
I run over and I give him a kiss.
Oh, hey, honey. Good morning.
And he's determined to make my idyllic life much less idyllic than I imagined.
Well, okay, what voice does your ideal husband have?
No, that's
I'll
fine.
do that.
That's fine.
Oh, hello, honey. It is
No,
so
not
nice to
that.
see
No. Your voice is fine. I was just
Tedmund
laughing
sticks
at...
a rose between his teeth.
I was just laughing at that after Petunia. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I go
hey,
kiss... Oh, sorry. You didn't want to kiss? I'm sorry.
No, I do. No, give me the kiss. That was just the narrator starting to say something else.
Oh. I give Tedmund a kiss.
Oh, yeah, I love you too, hon. Question. Quick cue for ya. Did you do something with, all the Wintermas stuff?
Teddy, why would I do something with the Wintermas stuff? I look around and my jaw drops.
Yeah, because sure enough, all the Wintermas stuff is gone.
Who could have guessed?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. When you first asked me that, I thought you were asking to, like, compliment me or something because I thought I did a really good job, but what the actual fuck, Teddy?
I don't know. I woke up, I came down, and it was like this.
I cover Petunia's eyes.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on here. I figured on the way to work I'd stop and see if anyone else had something like this
Teddy?
happen.
Where are the presents?
Yeah, I don't know where the presents are. It's all gone. Wintermas bush and all.
She stands there making faces for a couple of minutes.
Tedmund sort of like looks around the room, nods, downs the last of his coffee, and is like, "All right, I'll see you later.
All right,
you can,
I guess I'll take care of this.
yeah, you can sort of handle
No,
this, right?"
you know what? It's fine. I've got it. I did my meditation. You go to work. We'll figure it out. It'll be great. We'll have it all fixed up for when you get back.
All right. He gives you a little smooch and then heads out. As when he smooches you, because Tedmund is a half-orc, his tusks press up against your cheeks, and it's very romantic.
It is.
Yeah, and now let's go back to Danica.
Yeah. I've finished the entire pot of coffee and nothing has changed yet, so there's some bullfuckery happening around here.
Yeah, you actually hear voices outside. There's not like a person standing at your door, but you hear definitely sort of a hubbub outside. This is a pretty small town, so everyone's sort of within the same few, I don't know, squares, streets, neighborhoods.
I grab my my lanyard for being the chief forensic medical examiner and run a hand through my hair, and I'm like, all right, what the hell is going on out here? And I open the front door.
Danica, what's your hair look like?
I have a wicked undercut.
Oh, sick.
And it's red.
Danica, you walk outside onto the village square, and you see that it is not just your house. Every decoration in town, every trace of Wintermas' spirit is gone, vanished. Buildings, the town hall was covered with wreaths and a big light display, and it is now bare. The massive Wintermas bush that was erected in the center of town, completely gone. All around, there's just families shuffling sort of aimlessly around. Adults all look confused. They don't know what to do. The children are crying. And everyone's just sort of murmuring to each other, like, what's going on? Did something happen to Santa? He's never wished a Wintermas before. But all the decorations, what is this?
Well, if there's one thing I can't stand, it's somebody messing with a bush. And I go find, like the mayor, I guess, or like the city council chief or something. One of those, bigwigs who I know from work.
Yeah, you see the mayor, who's a man with a big bushy mustache, a top hat, and a sash that says mayor on it.
Of course.
And he says, "Oh, Danica, do you know what's going on?"
I was hoping you would.
Is this man a who?
Oh boy. Well, sorry to disappoint you.
He's Pa Grape from VeggieTales.
Good.
We're just about at the end of our ropes here. We don't know what happened to Wintermas.
Do we have security cameras in Howville?
No.
That seems like a bit of an oversight on our
What
part.
kind of dystopian cyberpunk nightmare are you trying to turn this idyllic Wintermas village into?
2077. Sue me. Well, it would appear that somebody has messed with our Wintermas, and I simply will not stand for that.
Actually, I don't even know what a camera is. This is a fantasy world that has not achieved that level of technology.
Oh no, Andy's coming for the anachronism?
I'm sorry, how am I watching all my mommy vlogs if there are no cameras?
Oh, you're right. There are cameras. They're just not used for security.
An insecurity camera. For mommy vlogging. All right. And I kind of, is there a plinth or something that I can hop up on, like where the Wintermas bush used to be?
Sure. I mean, there's a big-ish rock in the ground that you could hop up on.
Cousin? All right, I hop up on that, and I'm like, all right, everybody, please remain calm. We appear to have some sort of incident happen overnight. Danica Permafrost here, Chief Forensic Medical Examiner. I am apparently the only law enforcement officer in this town as well, but I can only help if you're already dead. So.
You hear a bunch of people whispering in the crowd, "Chief, what? We have a forensic examiner?"
Yeah, I don't know why either. Don't worry about it. Technically, I'm a doctor. Just leave it at that.
But for when you're dead.
I'm a doctor. I go and I make another pot of coffee and I come back. All right, everybody. As I was saying, please just remain calm. We're gonna figure out what happened in an orderly fashion. No need to return to your homes quite yet. Maybe if, we all work together, we can figure something out. All right.
All right. Carol, what are you doing?
Well, Carol is, pacing through the rooms in her house, just kind of, looking around for any, note or something like that, and she kind of is monologuing to Cynthia. She's like, "Now, sweetheart, hold on, that wasn't my voice. Now, Cynthia, Mommy has a lot of people who sometimes she, maybe gets on the bad side of from the PTO and stuff like that. And, lots of enemies in this town. So if someone is trying to spoil our Wintermas, they better not. I mean, you and I spent so long arranging those ornaments so they were exactly perfect on that bush. But eventually she's kind of she's sort of pacing around looking for any sign of a note, as a ransom note. And upon not finding any, unless I do.
You don't.
Okay, upon not finding any, then I think she kind of notices the commotion outside and is sort of like... She sort of like steps out the front door to see if her neighborhood looks like Danica's.
All right. You step outside, and sure enough, it does. Utterly stripped of Wintermas cheer. Nothing is left that would suggest this was any kind of holiday season. And just like over by Danica's house, people are sort of milling about, looking sad and distressed.
Do I live close
and
enough to Danica that she's like standing on a plinth within eyesight?
Not within eyesight,
Okay.
but you can hear that there's sort of an extra commotion going on at the center of town.
Okay. I pop back inside to Cacinthia and I'm like, all right, so this is where it's up to you, darling. If you want to come with me and go figure out how to save Wintermas, we can do that. Or if you want to just, like, stay here and hang out, that's also fine. I'm going to make some hot chocolate and head over to the square because I'm sure that my leadership skills are wanted at the moment. So I'm going to put on the tea kettle real quick and then, totally up to you. You're 13 years old. That's old enough to make your own decisions, as I keep reminding myself. I make 2 cups of hot chocolate, mine in a travel mug. Does Cacinthia want to come with?
Yeah, sure, I'll come along, Mom.
Yeah, great, good, excellent. 2 travel mugs then. I take down 2 travel mugs, fill them with hot chocolate, and then we head over to where people...
Should I bring a fanny pack?
Oh, it never hurts. Never hurts, although, again, like we've talked about, now that you're in 8th grade, soon to be entering high school, we need to think about cultivating your image and, like, what you sort of want to present. Now, a fanny pack presents preparedness and kind of, like, being, ready for anything, which is a great image if that's what we're going for. But sometimes you want to cultivate a different image.
Okay. What image should I cultivate?
Bring the fanny pack. Just bring the fanny pack. Let's go.
All right, you guys walk out. Cacinthia has a fanny pack that you see she fills full of, like, Tylenol, a couple pens.
Good.
A compass.
So proud of her.
And as you walk out, she's, like, keeps adjusting the fanny pack, trying to find new and exciting ways that it can be worn.
Nice. Good for her.
And I assume you make your way to the center of town?
Yes, I stride to the center of town, unflinchingly.
Meanwhile, Danica's trying to convince Madden and JJ to, put clothes on before going outside.
Aren't you already in the square?
Yeah, I'm yelling back at the house. No.
You see them through the windows?
Both shoes.
Your giant bay window with no curtains.
Yeah, now we cut back over to Taffy.
Taffy is sniffling through her morning sun salutation because this year was really going to be a perfect Wintermas for her and Petunia. Last year was kind of rough just because she didn't really know what she was doing, but this year she knows what it's like to do, like, this stuff with a baby, so she thought she was going to have it all worked out. And while she transitions into one of the downward dog portions, she is frantically scrolling through her fantasy laptop equivalent looking for any mommy blogs who may have posted something about this, and she can't find shit, I assume. So she finishes up her sun salutation and she wipes her eyes and she fetches Petunia from her little playpen and starts bouncing her around and walking around the house thinking about what to do. Do I see anything?
Not really. I mean, and it's notable that you see so little because so much has been taken. Even like some stuff that you wouldn't technically consider a Wintermas decoration, like light bulbs, window sashes.
Toonie, honey, you didn't see anyone, right?
She shakes her head silently.
Okay. That's good. Sorry, Mommy's just a little confused. I run into my bedroom and I look in my closet where I had laid out my outfit for Wintermas today. Is it still there?
Describe this outfit.
Well.
Don't mind if I do.
So it is a very cute dress. And it has like a very pretty like sweetheart neckline. And I had like a little faux fur shawl to go over it that's snow white, and the dress is like it basically, imagine like the Sugar Plum Fairy's dress, except for like instead of like a ballet like tutu, it's like a little bit more suited for everyday wear, I guess. I don't know how to describe that exactly.
Then a tutu, yeah.
Sure, fine, a tutu. Yeah, you know what? No, she's just wearing like a Sugar Plum Fairy dress, essentially, with room for her tail, of course. And I also had laid aside some pretty like thinner versions of tinsel so I could wrap it around my horns.
All right, so Taffy, the tinsel is gone. The dress is there, but it looks like someone tore off the sort of more festive accoutrement on it. So it looks like a sort of less remarkable non-holiday dress now.
So like the top couple layers of my tutu or what?
Yeah, like the tutu's gone, the frilly stuff is gone, the anything shiny is gone.
Andy attempts to learn clothing words.
Okay. What? I mean, I can still wear this. You know, it'll still look good on me. It's fitted properly, and you know the underskirt is cute too. I go into my craft closet. Do I have any glitter left in there?
No.
What about my candle making supplies?
You're what?
Oh, I'm trying to start a new side business venture where I make and sell candles to go with my guided meditations that I'm going to start recording.
Candle making supplies are gone.
What? What? This isn't even festive. Okay, you know what, Petunia? Honey, why don't you? I have an idea. We can just make new decorations. You can draw some pictures and we'll hang them up around the house, okay? And then that way we'll have some cheer while we find our old decorations. Or you know what? If we don't find them, that's okay too, because I love your art. But I do have to figure out who took Mommy's glitter and her candles and also our light bulbs. And I decide to call one of the most competent people I know, which is a number that Teddy tells me to only call when I need it, which is Carol's number, to see if she knows what the hell's going on.
Yeah, Carol, you're in the crowd watching Danica do her speech, and your cell phone, which I guess is a thing people have.
You can say no. It can be something else.
And you see the caller ID. Well, what is Taffy's number listed as in your phone?
Yeah, I think it's just listed as it's Taffy, and then there's a period.
You could
like,
probably
in the name.
Label it.
It's
maybe Taffeta. My
is
full
that
name.
your full name? Then yes.
Taffeta Sugar Snow. Yes.
No last name, just Taffeta. Period. Is what it pops up.
It's
as.
saved as unsaved number.
And it's ringing.
Carol looks at it, sighs, and then answers. Hello, Taffeta.
Hi, Carol. Good morning.
Good morning.
Merry Wintermas.
Oh, yes. Merry Wintermas
Sorry to
indeed.
bother you. I know it's like a very busy day, and I know you've got stuff going on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just wondering. So we woke. Sorry. I woke up this morning and
yes,
a lot of stuff was missing from our. Okay, just to be clear, I don't think you had anything to do with it. I'm asking you for if you've had a similar experience, because I know you live nearby, and you're also the only neighbor who I know. But have you had
similar experience to what?
So I woke up this morning and all of our Wintermas decorations are gone, and also some of my other stuff too. But like everything,
you lost all of your Wintermas decorations.
Okay. No, I see. That I wasn't super clear. But so everything was set up last night, and I went to bed, and it was normal. And I woke up this morning, and all of Petunia's gifts were gone, and all of our decorations and other stuff.
No.
It's not there. And I wrapped them myself, so I know that they were there last night. And I was just wondering if anything was taken from your home, or if you have heard anything.
No, we're having a perfectly merry Wintermas with no problems at all.
Okay. Well then,
What did Tedmund have to say about this?
I mean, Ted didn't really seem to know what was going on either. And he had to go to work, so I mean, I just told him I would take care of it.
Oh.
Okay, well, I hate to ask this, but I'm going to try and take care of it. But I just don't want it to really spoil Petunia's Wintermas, so would it be okay if I can't find anything, if we could just borrow, like, it doesn't have to be anything big, but even if you just have, like, something that I can put on the mantle for her or something just for tonight until I can find something better?
Okay. Carol hears, like, the tears starting to creep into her voice and sort of...
This isn't even funny anymore. I'm starting to get really sad.
Carol lets out this long sigh and it's like... No, Taffeta, it isn't just you. There's definitely something odd going on in this town. There's plenty of people kind of out here around in the town square. I don't know exactly what's up yet, but if you
wait.
Want to just kind of
sorry.
Come outside.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go on.
No. What were you saying?
No, nothing.
Okay, come outside to the town square. Danica's making some sort of speech.
Okay, yeah, if you think that's best. Okay, I guess All right, me and Petunia will be there soon. Okay, thanks, Carol. Bye.
Okay, good, great. I'll see you later, I guess.
Danica is just listing random buzzwords because she was, like, really expecting somebody else bureaucratic to, like, step up, and nobody has, so she's just like... And we're going to use our synergies in order to circle back and...
You see Siobhan is standing with the mayor off to one side, and they both give you a thumbs up.
I love that the mayor is there. He's just not doing anything.
The mayor shrugs.
I roll my eyes. JJ and Madden are running around outside in boxers and Wellingtons.
All right, now, Danica.
Yeah.
From your position on top of this rock, you've got a slightly higher vantage point than everyone else. You notice something. A single spot of red set against the white of the snow. Because also, I should have said, it's snow. Everywhere's covered in snow. It's picturesque. It's winter. Mm-hmm. And sort of at the edge of the clearing, the big clearing where the Wintermas bush was, you see a little bit of red in the snow.
Blood?
You can't quite tell what it is from where you're standing, but it definitely jumps out because there's pretty much nothing with any bright colors left in the village besides this.
And we will get through this together. Thank you. The mayor will be providing hot chocolate out of his budget for everybody at town hall, I say, and I like shoot him a look. And then I hop down.
The mayor goes, "Wow, really? That's great."
"Yes, it is, Mr. Mayor. All right, thank you." And then I hop down and I go investigate.
All right. Taffy.
Carol is looking for Taffy now. She's kind of like waiting to see when she comes out of her house.
Okay. Taffy, you show up to the square and you see Carol sort of waves you over.
I sort of startled. I transfer Petunia to my hip and I wave back.
Carol was intending for you to come over and you just kind of cheerily wave, and so she sort of like sighs and walks over to you and she's like, Merry Wintermas.
Oh, Merry Wintermas. Hi.
So, as you can see, many people in this town have been having the same problem with their things sort of going missing. Not me, of course, because as you know, I have that thing tonight, and nothing could go wrong for that. But this is a widespread problem.
I kind of wondered when I walked out here what all these people were doing out here on Wintermas, but I guess if everyone's having, almost everyone's having the same problem, then...
Yeah. Again, truly mysterious. No idea what could have caused it.
Yeah, that is weird, though, that your house is the only one that it didn't happen to.
I know. Again, Santa probably just knows that I'm partial to the Wintermas spirit.
When she starts talking about Santa, I kind of put on like a little appeasing smile, like, right.
So I'm sure Santa just, I don't know if this is, although personally I'm almost worried about him because It seems odd that something like this would happen, but I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
Something funny?
No.
Taffy?
No, I mean, obviously this is a terrible situation, and I think we should actually, like, think about, trying to figure out what happened here instead of, like, Santa.
Yes, like what happened to Santa.
Right. I mean, I think they're probably two different things, but...
I think they very much could
Hey,
be.
anybody got a magnifying glass? I left mine in the office.
Yeah, you guys see Danica jumps off of the plinth, runs over to a spot on the edge of the village square, and then yells that out.
I look down at Cynthia and I'm like, the fanny pack.
Yeah! She reaches in and pulls out a magnifying glass.
Oh, hi, Cassie!
Look at you.
I didn't see you there, sorry. She was, like, hiding behind her mother.
Hi, Taffy.
How are you? Merry Wintermas.
Merry Wintermas.
Oh, shoot. Well, I'm really sorry. I did have something for you, but it sort of disappeared with the rest of our stuff. So I'll have to see if we can find that later. Or I can just get you something else. Whatever you want is fine.
That's okay.
I'm really sorry.
I understand. We got our...
Cynthia has to go help Danica now with the magnifying glass. You're welcome to tag along if you want, I suppose.
You know what? Yeah.
I
mean,
if
I
you
feel like
want.
Danica's pretty good at this stuff. I mean, she examines... I mean, it's not the same thing, but she does examine stuff for a living.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, great. Good. Let's all just go together. This is fine.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Carol, grabs Cynthia's hand and leads the way, not really waiting for Taffy to follow.
Oh, Taffy's gone already. Taffy's on her way over.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so you guys all gather around, and looking up close with the magnifying glass, you see that this is a round, red Wintermas bush ornament.
Do any of us recognize it as ours?
No, but you recognize it as one of the ones from the giant Wintermas bush in the center of town.
I pick it up with a Kleenex, and I want to dust for prints.
Okay, roll investigation.
Dirty 20, baby.
Whoa.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, yeah. You dust for prints, and you see something weird. It's not quite fingerprints. It's sort of, you see these smudges on the smooth, shiny surface of the ornament that look sort of like fingerprints, but they don't actually resemble the prints of any fingers you've ever seen.
Well, that's probably because I was using powdered sugar to dust for fingerprints. Can I investigate or history or take it back to the lab? Any of the above.
Well, this is a one-shot, so don't take it back to the lab.
Also, the lab should be closed. It's Wintermas.
Also, hey, Carol, Taffy, Merry Wintermas. Kids,
Merry
how you
Wintermas,
doing?
Danica.
Hey. Merry Wintermas, Danica.
Hi, Mrs. Permafrost.
Hey, Cynthia, how's choir practice going, kid?
Good.
Yeah, you giving any more thought to joining the hockey team next season?
Cynthia looks up at Carol. Looks like she's
You know,
unsure of what to say.
You're absolutely welcome to join the hockey team if you ever want to. However, Cynthia is first chair clarinet. Tell her about that, Cynthia.
Yeah, I'm first chair
I
clarinet.
clap. I clap when Carol says that.
Thanks, Taffy.
I didn't know you were first chair. That's
Yeah,
so
I
awesome.
get to play the clarinet, and it's fun, and I'm first at it.
Very cool.
She's fantastic.
When did
prodigy.
you get first chair?
How does that work? Would it
Beginning.
be like at the start of the school year?
Yes.
It would have been like a few months ago, yeah.
In September,
Oh,
a month that exists in this world.
you never told me that. You never told me that.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't know.
I
would have
forgot.
like taken you out for ice cream or something. That's okay. That's okay.
No,
I'll just get.
it's a little cold for ice cream, I think.
Okay.
Hey,
yeah,
never
of
too
course.
old for
yeah.
ice cream. That's what
You know what?
I
I will-
don't say that.
No, too cold.
What? Sorry, I've only had 2 pots of coffee today.
It's fine. I'll just take you out for like hot chocolate or something.
Yeah.
Next time, I guess.
Okay. Cynthia darts a glance at Carol as she says, "Yeah, okay."
That would be fine. I think it's lovely for you to spend some time with your stepmother.
And there's the reveal, folks.
No, that's perfectly fine.
Awesome.
Carol gives a smile that's maybe a tiny bit strained, but she has minimum 20 deception, so no one can tell that. And
How? What?
Wait, what do you mean by that?
so eloquence bards, I actually think it's minimum 17. Eloquence bards, which is what Carol is, have this ability where if I roll on a deception or persuasion check anything lower than a 10, I treat it as if I rolled a 10. And I have a +7 to deception, so
wow.
minimum 17 deception.
All
Sorry,
right,
I was wrong.
Danica's kind of like looking between Taffy and Carol, and I feel like Danica's, been married to a bigwig in the real estate circuit for long enough to kind of like perceive some things. Danica's just like,
We all know each other.
okay. Yeah. Well, there's some weird smudges on this here Wintermas ornament.
Oh. I covered Petunia's ears. What?
Is there any chance they might be magical, do you think? Or that there might be some magic shenanigans
Wait,
going
do you
on
think
around
that...
here?
Yeah,
Wait,
that's a thing that exists.
do you guys think that this is like a magic thing?
Well, magic does exist in this world, which
Okay.
I almost got so caught up in the atmosphere that I forgot about. But it does.
Do you think that like it was like a wizard or something?
Could be.
That'd be so
Hang on.
crazy.
I don't know how paladins work.
Oh my. You have detect magic, don't you?
I sure do have divine sense.
Nope, not the same thing.
Well, or if we've got 10, while everyone's just standing around getting hot chocolate anyway, I could take 10 minutes and see if I can detect any magic happening in the area.
I have that prepared also.
We should have coordinated. I thought about it, and I was like, there's not that much overlap.
As you guys are talking, you see Cynthia has taken the magnifying glass back and is looking through it. And she's actually... Petunia is crawling on the ground next to her, and they're taking
In the
turns looking through
snow?
the magnifying glass.
Oh my god! Good job, honey!
And Cynthia says, "Hey, Mrs. Permafrost."
I start
what's
tearing up a
this?"
little bit seeing Cynthia and Petunia using the magnifying glass together.
It's a magnifying glass.
No, she's pointing to something. She's pointing to something in the snow, which appears to be tracks.
Ooh.
They appear to be tracks.
Yeah, it looks like some footprints, but mainly 2 straight lines in the snow leading off into the distance out of town.
Oh.
Like a sleigh?
Like a sleigh.
Somebody rolled a suitcase through here.
Do you think they could fit everything in a suitcase?
It could be a bigger on the inside kind of suitcase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Those also exist in this world, actually.
Andy, would I be right in assuming that those are perhaps sleigh tracks?
Yeah, with all your experience, you've examined a few dead sleighs before, and this definitely looks like sleigh tracks.
Yeah, I scraped one of these off the side of the interstate a few years back.
Oh.
Huh. All right, so it looks like we got something with smudgy fingerprints that drove here on a sleigh. I'm angry. I tell you what, I'm angry that somebody has messed with Wintermas. My kids are insane, and I was really hoping that they would shut
Unrelated,
up if
but
yeah, completely unrelated. But I got them each a really sick new kit because they're aging up. They're starting a new league this year, so we balled out. We got them some really nice new equipment sized up for them.
You see Jagger and Madden are over by town hall splashing hot chocolate on each other, being like, "Ow! Splash! Ow!"
Oh, look at them! They're
but they
discovering
both
the
say it when the other
method.
gets splashed.
Yeah.
So one of these days we're gonna have to get that psychic link figured out. Anyways, I'm going to divinely sense the sleigh tracks and the orb.
The ornament?
What does that do?
I don't know. Somebody who plays paladins tell me.
Mostly it's designed to tell you if there's a creature nearby. I, for Malachi, sometimes tell him other things
Yeah,
also.
divine sense is supposed to tell you if creatures of a certain type are nearby.
That'll do.
It's celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet.
Okay, so take that back. I'm gonna... You know when dogs in cartoons do that thing where, like, they slam their face into the ground and their nose is, like...
Yeah.
along the top of the ground. I'm like spiritually doing that, and I'm gonna follow these sleigh tracks out a ways, perhaps to the edge of town, and then I'm going to sense divinely.
Should we leave the kids?
Yeah.
I don't really.
Hey, Andy, just world building question. Do we have a sense that this might be dangerous?
I mean, if somebody broke into your house.
I mean, yeah, basically, somebody broke into all of your houses, which is pretty troubling. And also, you are not a bustling metropolis. You are a small town sort of far from any big city center. So, sometimes, like, wild animals are a valid concern. They don't come into town, but, if you stray too far beyond the town limits, there's animals. There's a mountain range nearby. Sometimes there's unsavory monsters in there.
Cool.
It's not the kind of place where you would let a kid wander off out of town on their own.
As I see Danica starting to, like, head out past this, presumably without saying a word to any of us, I look over at Taffy and kind of, like, sigh, and Carol mentally sets aside whatever petty rivalries she's got going on for the time
Totally
being. And then I kind of
one-sided.
look... And then I look down at Cynthia and I'm like, dear, would you watch Petunia for just a couple hours? We're going to go get Wintermas back.
Okay, sure. And she holds up the magnifying glass and very literally just watches Petunia staring at her.
Great. Okay, that's good.
Turn Petunia towards Petunia. Cassie's gonna watch you, okay? Just for a little bit until Mommy and Miss Carol come back. So you just be really good for your sister, okay?
Petunia
Here.
nods silently.
I hand Cassie the little items I'd brought along with me for. I packed like a quick, like, she's got like, how old is she? She's 2. She's a smart kid. I packed like a pull-up for her and a little snack and a little toy.
All right. Cynthia adds those to her fanny pack.
Oh, I mean, you could
Great,
just...
okay.
You can put it in the fanny pack. That's fine. If you don't want to use the other bag, that's okay. I can just take it.
No, I mean, she, like, ties the other bag onto her fanny
okay.
pack.
Okay, cool.
She's kitted out.
I've changed my mind. Before I do the cartoon dog thing, I'm gonna go kiss my beautiful wife on the cheek. Wait, hey, Shivy, I'm gonna do some investigating. Cause that's what I do. I investigate and I examine and I win.
No matter what.
Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah! And
Siobhan chest bumps you.
yeah, we do. And then I do like a 2 fingers in the mouth whistle. JJ, Madden.
They both run up to you like Huey and Dewey if Louie was lost in a tragic accident and stand at attention.
Since when did you guys get flippers? All right, you know what? Okay. Try not to burn anything down. Listen to your mama.
I'm sorry, how do you... Are they, like, removing them as they're smiling up at you? How do you know... How do you know they're flippers and not just their teeth?
What?
What are you talking about?
Oh my god, were you talking like scuba flippers? I thought we were going along with a hockey thing
Like
here.
Huey, we were still in the Huey and Dewey bit.
Oh,
Wait, what are flippers in hockey?
fake teeth.
Oh.
No,
Temporary.
I was going with the Huey and Dewey.
I instantly forgot the Huey and Dewey bit because of Louie's tragic accident. It made me too sad.
Also, they still have baby teeth.
Okay, good.
What? At 12? No!
See, JJ pulls aside his lips and points to a tooth that's, like, wiggling unsettlingly in the gums.
Oh, cool. Where did that happen, buddy?
Just now!
Nice.
Madden dared me to run into the wall, and I did.
All right, we'll work on that critical analysis later, but for now, high five, bud. Give him a high five.
They both high-five you.
All right. Love you. Love my kids. And knowing that I'm about to go off into the woods where possibly unsavory monsters go, I'm going to make a quick pit stop back at my house, and I'm going to don my half plate, which is a hockey. It's hockey, of course. And get some gear, get some forensic medical examining gear that I have kicking around, maybe some ranged weapons and melee weapons that I have kicking around the house. And
Such as?
such as a battle axe, a crossbow, and a quarterstaff.
Good lord. Like full out?
2 of those things are hockey sticks. And
But you'll never guess which.
and then I cartoon dog it.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys see Danica cartoon dogging it after the tracks.
Oh, are we?
I make sure I have my rapier with me and my dagger, and then I kind of put my hands on Cacynthia's shoulders, and I'm like, "You are a strong, powerful woman." Repeat after me.
You are a strong, powerful
No,
woman.
I am. a
Yeah, you
strong,
are,
powerful-
Mom.
No. You also, Cynthia, are a strong, powerful woman.
Oh, okay. I am a strong, powerful woman.
As they're doing this,
Great.
I'm like nodding along at Petunia, like pointing, like, listen to her.
Petunia, also a strong, powerful woman, and you're going to stay here and make sure that Petunia's okay, and Mommy's gonna go save Wintermas, okay?
Okay.
Great. I give her
I'm
a...
going to go write that down twice.
Oh, great. Oh, you're doing beautifully. I'm so proud of you. I give her a big hug, 2 kisses on her cheeks, and then I look at Taffy, and I'm like, all right, let's go.
Oh, are we bringing weapons? I didn't bring any. I hope that's okay.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Okay, I give Petunia and I give Cassie a hug too.
Bye. Good luck.
Bye, thanks. And I do have my yoga bag because I'm supposed to be teaching a class later this morning, but we'll see if we get to that. So I go after the other 2.
Nice.
All right, cool. So you guys follow these tracks, and sure enough, they lead to the edge of town and out of it. And as you follow them, it appears they are leading right into the nearby mountain range.
Ah, the nearby mountain range. Weird name for a mountain range, actually. The nearbys, it's like, I don't know, nearby to what? You know, you ever think about
It's
that?
actually spelled NIERB''I.
Ah,
I already forgot every letter you just said.
Well, you're not going to be tested on this.
Danica just, like, doesn't address the fact that they have followed her. She's just like, yeah, no, obviously. Weird name for a mountain range. So from here, I'm going to cast Divine Sense.
All right, so Divine Sense only has a range of 60 feet.
Yes.
So you don't pick anything up.
Not even the faintest tingling in a direction?
Well, okay, yeah, sure. I mean, this isn't giving you anything you don't already have. There's a faint tingling of sort of a weird mix of desecration and hallowedness that, wouldn't you know it, is exactly the direction that the tracks are going.
Huh.
So we're going the right way.
There's something pervy over there.
Terrible.
Yeah, terrible.
Let's keep following it.
I guess might as well. I don't
So
have
are
plans.
we just gonna
A
like
valid choice.
walk through the mountain? What's the plan here?
Game plan. All right, I whip out a little whiteboard clipboard and an expo
Good.
marker.
Oh, you guys haven't
Great.
upgraded to the iPads yet.
And I draw an X and I go, all right, this is us. And then I draw an arrow and I say, and this is where we're going. And then I draw a question mark and I say, and that's what's going to happen. Good play?
Is this like a sports thing?
Yeah, but it's useful for kind of like figuring out all sorts of stuff. But this is how we plan dinner most nights, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, we eat a lot of lasagna.
How?
Point being, yeah, so we're just gonna go and we're gonna do the thing. Unless anybody else has a plan.
Good speech.
Again, I've only had 2 pots of coffee today.
I mean, yeah, we need maybe we should just like, I don't know, like, why don't we just stretch it out so that whatever we face, we're prepared. I think it would be a good idea to just take a centering breath for a moment and then maybe just, you know, just a little bit of
Taffy,
stretching.
We're on a little bit of a time limit. I mean, I have an event that I'm trying to get back for. And I mean, while, of course, I'm totally ready for said event, I want to make sure all my guests feel, you know, like they can come to the event.
Right.
Without
I forgot
worrying
about
about-
that event.
Right.
Because I just forgot about
You
it.
know. Yeah. And don't blame you. So I think maybe we should save the stretching for when we need it.
Danica's crushing push-ups right now.
Okay,
Like-
I mean, I'm always limber, so if you don't think you need it, Carol, then we can just go.
Okay. If you want to do stretches for 10 minutes, that'll let you
I already did my entire morning routine. Like I said, I'm all limber and ready to go.
Okay, great. Good.
Yeah, so
let's go then.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
I just...
So you guys continue
Sounds
to
like
follow
you
the
could stand
tracks,
to relax
leading
a
you
little bit.
through the nearby mountains. The peaks are looming over you, and you start to actually smell the scent of fir and holly boughs sort of hanging in the breeze.
Fur, gotcha.
Yeah, F-I-R.
Yeah, I also had that moment.
And the tracks lead you to the base of one of the mountains. It's actually one of the largest mountains in the range, Mount Biscuit.
I pick up some of the fallen fir needles and put them in my bag so I can try and infuse them into one of my candles later.
All right, yeah, you do that.
You know, in the original Elvish, it's actually Mount English Muffin.
And it looks like the tracks lead up the mountain at a pretty, surprisingly steep angle for a sleigh to be traveling at.
Well,
Yeah, you
I'm
know,
doing fine.
Sleigh don't actually usually have dew claws or retractable claws at all. It's kind of weird that they evolved for snowy environments.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, thank you for the animal fact. Let's keep going.
We just keep following them.
Yeah.
No, I was talking to Andy.
So if you're going to climb...
I want to make an investigation check about the history of Mount Biscuit. Do I know anything about Mount Biscuit? Forget what I'm rolling. What did I say?
You said investigation, but I think history would be more appropriate.
Cool. Either way, it's a 15, please.
Okay, Mount Biscuit, you don't know a lot about it. Basically, it's just one of the mountains outside of town. Like all of the mountains, there's one or two urban legends about something scary that lives at the top, about hikers who went exploring and never came back.
Have I ever medically examined any? No, if they never came back, never mind. Oh.
I'll say you medically examined a ghost one time.
Wow.
Who was like, "Oh, I died out in the mountains.
And I said,
I never even saw what got me.
All right, and how does that make you feel?
Not so good.
All right. Here's this Alexa. Get back to me.
I can't take medication. It goes right through my translucent form." All right, this scene is over. There was nowhere for it to go.
Okay.
So I don't know anything specific.
Let's climb the mountain.
Yeah, can we just follow them to wherever they lead to?
Yeah, everybody give me an athletics roll.
Oh dear.
Yikes. 13 for me. Shitty
That was
roll.
so close to being good. Well, that was not good,
Ooh.
though, because it's a 6.
Great, I have an 11.
All right, so this is rough. Carol, you're especially conscious of the time, and you guys really it takes you like a few hours, honestly, to climb up this mountain. It's tough going. Danica, you're a pretty strong lady, but even you are winded. This is tiring you out.
It's almost cartoonishly vertical, I say as we're climbing.
It really is. It really is. Yeah, and so the sun is pretty high up in the sky at this point. It looks like it's like noon now. But eventually you make it up to a rocky outcropping where the sleigh trail seems to be leading. And you haul yourselves up and you see a cave. A big, wide cave mouth. And wouldn't you know it, right at the entrance are some torn shreds of wrapping paper.
Oh my god, they opened the presents?
And the scent of pine is even stronger now.
I want to insight the wrapping paper.
Roll.
16.
I got a 24.
It's definitely wrapping paper, and it's Wintermas wrapping paper.
This is
at
Wintermas
that.
wrapping paper.
And it's torn into pieces.
Does it look like a person shredded it? Or does it look like someone just opened a present?
This looks like it was maliciously shredded.
Huh.
Well,
That seems probably bad.
Taffeta dear, how would you feel about going into the cave to see what is going on? I can make you invisible, is why I suggest this.
I mean, I certainly could. I
could make you invisible and you could just kind of slip in there and see what we're dealing with.
Does this look like, I mean, from the outside where we're standing, does it look like it goes pretty deep, Andy?
Yeah. You have dark vision, right?
Yeah, I do.
Right. So you look into this cave, and it goes pretty deep. And what you also see is greenery.
Huh.
You see a crazy
Narnia?
amount of fir, F-I-R, pine and holly, bushes and branches, wreaths, all of it. This looks like all of the reeds and bushes and everything that were stolen from the town are just stockpiled in this cave.
Oh, are they the decorations? Are they still
all
on?
You notice there's actually even what look like some living holly bushes, like sprouting out of the ground.
Because Cynthia and I spent so much time, and now it's just lying in a cave.
Wait, yours is missing too? I thought you said you still had yours.
You know, like I said, most of our decorations, still there because I, of course, would never have
Okay,
lost
so
something.
your decorations are in the cave, though.
Okay, but maybe the Wintermas bush.
I see some right there.
Just the Wintermas bush, maybe, not the others.
I mean, I'm not trying. I know what your Wintermas decorations look like.
Okay, well,
it's fine. They're all missing. It's not like a personal failing, Carol.
I'm gonna get out my big park ranger state trooper flashlight.
This is good. We can get them back for you, and your party can happen.
Yep.
Sure.
Sure.
I'm gonna divine sense again now that we're standing in the mouth of the cave.
Okay, so you divine sense, and you can sense within this cave. Hey, looking in, you see it looks like it's about 60 feet across to the other end, where there's a smaller opening that leads into a tunnel. You can't quite see where that goes. But in the space between, somewhere within the holly and all the greenery, you get a distinct sense that there is something bad in there. You get a few pings, and basically you can tell that there are some creatures in there who are sort of, well, let's just say filthy in the eyes of the Lord.
Should I see if anyone's in there? Do you want me to call out to them?
There are definitely some unwashed perverts in there.
Gross.
That's what I'm picking up on.
Terrible.
They're filthy in the eyes of the Lord.
Oh, insane lore that we're establishing for this town here. A lot of implications in that statement.
Well, basically, they aren't like fiends or undead, but I'm just going to executive rule as the DM that they would still show up on Divine Sense as something with a negative
Something
connotation.
Evil. Yeah.
All right. So there's definitely a couple of evildoers in there. So I don't know. Do you
So
think
what
we
would
could
I be going in to look for? I'm confused. For the evil things?
I was going to suggest, to look for the evil things and see, if... But now that, if we already know kind of that there's some evil things in there and also our trees, it's less necessary. But it could give you a nice, surprise attack, although as soon as you attack, it goes away. But...
I don't...
We don't have to do it.
I can do it. I just... What's... Hey, Danica, can you pull out that plan again?
Yeah. And I pull out my clipboard whiteboard and I circle the question mark and I'm like, yeah, we're here now. We're at this point.
I look at it for a minute.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, admittedly, I'm not really sure what to do because we had enough trouble climbing up here on our own and now we have all this stuff.
How packed to the brim is this cave, Andy? Is there enough room to walk around, or is it just I would just have cover going in, or we would have cover?
There's enough room to walk around, but it's pretty thick in a way where you suspect that perhaps something lurking inside the cave would be able to pretty consistently be undercover as it perhaps.
Yeah, we would have the cover
you.
as well, but it could be watching us.
Right, yeah, you could also hide in this hall.
Danica you sense that, multiple creatures?
Yeah, maybe
Yeah, I'm going to say you sensed 6.
maybe 6 creatures that are filthy.
Huh.
And not very big.
Not very big. Speaking of not very big creatures, can I make an animal handling check to see if there's a small dog in here somewhere?
Okay.
Is it there?
It's 23 on a nat 20.
Oh my god.
Wow, yeah, you look around and you see there are paw prints in the snow, but they actually look pretty big, like the prints of a large dog.
Nice. I was thinking about getting the boys a puppy for Christmas.
Here?
Well, oh no, there's a large dog in here. I just noticed that.
Oh. Andy, with Divine Sense, she would know the exact locations of said creatures if they're within 60 feet.
Oh, true. Okay, yeah, you know the exact locations. Basically, there's 6 of them sort of evenly distributed, all lurking within the holly.
Danica, do you think you could draw for me on your little whiteboard kind of where they're at?
All right, Carol, now you're speaking my language. And I use my sleeve and I scrub off what's on there. And I draw up I draw up a game plan. And the little X's, I draw the unwashed things as little frowny faces. And I draw us as circles. And then I draw a dog. And then I draw a lasagna, because I'm still thinking about that from earlier.
Mm-hmm. How many of
I
them...
pull out a Cliff Bar and eat it because the lasagna drawing made me hungry.
How many of them do I look like... looks like I could get in a 30-foot cone?
About half.
About half? Okay.
I mean, not about half. Half.
Half. Great. Okay,
2.87.
I could make them run away from us with that. With the ones that I can get in a 30-foot cone. Or I have I have a couple of area of effect type effects, is what I'm saying. So if we want to just... let's
like
just
magic?
go into this cave. Like magic, yes. It's pretty cool. All right, ladies. So do we want to just walk right in there, or do we want to try and sneak in and see if we can take them unawares? Well, I mean, we've been standing at the mouth of their cave having a conversation, so my guess is...
Well,
I think we should just...
I mean, I'm all for fighting stuff. So we're just gonna fight them. Just to clarify, you guys are cool with getting your hands dirty on Wintermas.
Oh, yes. I mean, I
like,
have no problem with
wash
taking
them,
out, people who
but-
stand in my way.
All right, okay, and suddenly these two PTA moms are like very different in Danica's mental image of them. All right, cool.
No, sometimes you got to be ready to throw
And
down.
I snap on a pair of latex medical gloves, and I ready my battle axe.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just want the Wintermas decorations, so if we have to do this to get them, sure.
Yeah, everyone try not to destroy all the decorations, please.
Yeah, please don't I don't know, I just don't want any of the stuff you guys are doing to, light anything on fire or anything like that.
Right.
Oh, what, like magic?
Great. Okay.
I mean, magic, whatever.
Yeah, I took some extracurriculars in med school. I'm not I wouldn't consider myself any sort of expert, but
I would just say to make sure your aura in particular, Danica, right now feels like a little bit, well, you know what? Carol, yours too. They both feel a little bit scratchy. And I think
My aura
yeah,
feels a little scratchy.
like a little aggressive.
What could give you that idea?
Like a little aggressive. Like I just think, if you calm down, then
I'm always
your
calm.
astral
I've
powers
never not been calm.
will be less harmful to your surroundings.
Danica's looking around herself, trying to find where the scratchy aura is. All right, bum rush or sneak. Those are our two options.
I think neither is going to really happen here. I think we should just...
Andy, remind me, sorry, just looking at the cave, is there a back exit?
Yeah, there's a tunnel at the back.
Okay, I think, so I can flush them down that tunnel if I hit them with my spell, and I could just do that. And then that'll kick us off, probably.
I'm worried that if we flush them down the back, they'll go get more.
Well, if I can sneak around behind them, then I can flush them out the
Yeah.
front. Maybe okay, so
Do
let's
that.
all wait till I can get to the back, block them off, and then...
How do we know there's a back tunnel?
You can see it, but it's on the other side of the cave.
So it's not that long of a cave. It's long enough.
60 feet.
Right, it's a 60-foot across.
Gotcha.
We also, I suppose, could just try to run past them and go down the tunnel, but I'd almost rather just deal with the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Fine. We can just, kill them or whatever.
Okay, cool.
I pop a piece of trident layers.
Okay. I'm gonna... If we can just, If we're not going to enter initiative immediately, I think my instinct would be to see, are two of them within a 10-foot radius of each other?
Yes, if it's a 60-foot cave and there's 6 of them.
Okay. that I would cast Shatter on those two. If we're not trying to be stealthy or anything, Carol would just walk to the edge of the cave and just raise up her hand and say, and kind of let out that sort of like commanding mom voice that moms kind of get when the situation is really heightened, and she just yells, "Hey!" And there's a like clap of thunder, and two of these guys, I'm gonna say two of them that are like closest to us. Actually, I've got a 60-foot range on this to center my sphere, so I'll shoot for the two in the back. And they have to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, so that is a 15 and a 2.
Okay, the 15 just barely saves, the 2 does not save. Okay, that is 17 damage to the one that didn't save, and half that to the one that did, of thunder damage. Also, just, another clarification world building question. We know that, like, her divine sense tells us that these things are going to be hostile, right? Or is this, like, one of those things where Taffy would also ping as being a tiefling?
I guess, yeah, Taffy also actually does ping as being vaguely hell-related, but it's a different ping. You can tell these things in the cave are bad news.
It's
Great,
like
okay, good. Just wanted to make...
They taste like jalapenos, and Taffy tastes like a Red Hot.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
That's fine.
Good metaphor.
Thank you.
You hear Tedman's voice from far below in the village go, "Yeah, that's what I always say."
I high-five
Ted.
Tedmund.
Carol's stare becomes even more withering.
All right, so you cast Shatter, and there's just this sudden boom at the back of the cave, and you see one body fly up into the air. And as you see this body, it basically looks sort of like an elf, but not an elf like you, Carol. You see, you know that tens of thousands of years ago, there was both a genetic and societal break in elf kind, where a large band of elves, this is a lot of lore here, left elf society to join Santa Claus in his mission to, be Santa and do Santa things.
Can I be reading this from a textbook?
Yes. And so those elves, are usually much smaller and wear pointy hats and look sort of sillier. But these basically have the proportions of that, but they're fucked up.
Fucked up Santa's
Whatever
elves.
you, listener, are imagining when I say that, like, it's that bad. They're just horrible little elves that you just despise at the sight of them.
Oh.
Wow.
Do they look like they're like under some sort of curse, or do they just look like they suck?
One of the elf body that's flying up into the air, it comes down and gets impaled on like a sharpened branch of holly, and his final words are, "I'm unrepentant."
Wow. You guys are
and
crazy.
you hear another little elf voice from nearby shout from the holly, "Oh, that hurt!"
So, are there any out in the open right now?
No.
Okay.
So are we rolling initiative?
Oh, yeah, you should roll initiative.
How close to us is the impaled one?
Like 50 feet.
Initiative 10.
I have a 10.
I have a 21.
Damn, bitch.
Go ahead, Carol.
All right, Carol, that is your... Well, I guess you just... But no, that wasn't an initiative. Yeah, it's your turn, Carol.
Excellent. I'm going to... Can I see any of them, or are they all hiding?
They're all hiding. Except for the dead one, who you can see.
Could I, like, if I go and get closer, would I be able to find one?
You could try.
Actually...
You do still have the map that Danica drew.
Yeah, well, and let me do my... I think... Okay, so first off, I'm going to move 30 feet into the cave, because I'm trying to get to the back near that tunnel. And actually, from 30 feet in, can I, like, turn around and then catch the ones who are kind of in the front half of the cave in a cone?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm going to kind of... Carol does this shatter on the ones who are in the back, and then she sort of, like, walks to the middle of the cave, turns around, and I'm gonna cast Fear And what that does is I project a phantasmal image of these little creatures' worst fear, whatever that is. They see it projected on them, and they need to succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or be frightened. And
All right.
I'm actually going to go ahead and use unsettling words also to give... Oh, no, I have to be able to see it. Okay, so never mind. Let me make sure that fear doesn't require line of sight before we roll for this. Nope, it's just a 30-foot cone. I don't need to see them. So...
Okay.
So you're flushing them towards us at the mouth of the cave.
yeah.
That's a 10, 16, and a 12.
Okay, so the 16 saves, the other 2 fail. So the 2 that failed are considered frightened for the duration. While frightened by the spell, a creature must take the dash action and move away from you by the safest available route on each of its turns, unless there is nowhere to move. And then once it gets kind of out of my sight, or once it can't see me, then it can make another wisdom saving throw to end the spell.
Cool. So you do that, and all of a sudden, this illusory image of Santa Claus appears in the middle of the room.
Oh my
and he's
god!
looking his jolly self, holding a bag of presents, and he says, "Oh, oh, oh, oh!
Carol,
Come,
what the
we
fuck?"
must bring joy to everyone and never harm another living soul." And you see two elves pop out of the holly, and they're like, "No! We love harming other people!" And they run out to the mouth of the cave. They basically both just run and crash into you two. And they're like, "Get out of the way! He's trying to make us be nice!"
No.
And technically they'll do
My
this
favorite thing is to be awful!
on their turns.
Oh, whoops, you're right. Alright, so they don't actually run out to the mouth of the cave, but they shout out, "Oh no, we're so bad, and that's the way we like it!"
Great.
Cool.
And I'm gonna bonus action look at Danica and be like, "Live your truth, Danica." And that's bardic inspiration for you.
Oh my god, thank you!
Wow. Bardic affirmation.
Yeah.
How many?
It's a D8. And you can
right.
add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw in the next 10 minutes.
That is a horrid little elf's turn. And he is going to go, "Ah!" and run to the mouth of the cave and crash into Danica, comically. Be like, "Let me by!"
I'm assuming he's small enough that I could pick him up by the front of his jerkin.
Yes, he's like 2 feet, maybe 3 feet tall.
Alright, I want to scoop him up by the...
What? He's running!
But he just crashed into me.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's running
Yeah.
out back towards where we came from.
But it is still his turn.
Damn.
And so he's going to use his action to pull out what looks like a sharpened piece of mistletoe and stab you with it.
So he's not allowed to.
Oh, all right.
He specifically what they have to do is they have to use both their movement and their action to run.
Okay, so the elf he crashes into you and is like, "Out of the way!" and then runs in between your legs. And I will say you get an opportunity attack on him
Alright.
as he runs away down the mountain, or at least tries to.
I'm gonna try and swat him between my legs with my battle axe. That is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
And I am swinging two-handed, actually. 12.
12 damage.
Correct.
All right, you swing your hockey stick battle axe down at him, and you swat him, and he flies back and slams up against the side of the mountain, just missing the mouth of the cave, and is like, "Oh, I'm not dead yet. I still have the chance to make other people's lives worse."
Do I get
What is
extra
wrong
attack
with you?
on an opportunity attack or no?
No.
Okay.
And Danica, that actually is your turn, though.
All right, I'm gonna go spank that little man. So I'm gonna head over to where he is, and I'm gonna peel him out of the snow and hold him like this, and then I'm gonna toss him into the air and swing two-handed like when you're doing a softball pitch, like when you're coaching softball and you're hitting pop flies for the kids. So I toss him and I smack him with my battle axe two-handed. Yikes. That's only an 8.
Oh, that does not hit.
Damn, I missed.
he just falls down into the snow and is like, what was that about?
Just getting warmed up. And so now I can extra attack, right?
Yeah.
That's an 11.
Nope.
You can add your bardic.
What's that, a D8?
Yeah, you roll the d8 and add that to your 11.
Ooh! 17.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, you got him.
Thank you, I feel very inspired. 17
You're
to
welcome.
hit. Do my golf swing at him. And that is only 5.
All right, so you rear back and you take a second swing and you smack him and he just goes flying off like into the distance over the horizon and you hear him shout, "At least in my final moments I inconvenienced someone."
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, and that is Taffy's turn, unless you want to move more.
No, I'm good.
Okay, so is there anything close to me at all right now?
No, just Danica.
Hey.
I high-five Danica.
I high-five her. Oh, yes.
So, wait, Carol, can you show me the whiteboard?
Danica still has it!
Oh, I still have
Danica,
it.
can you show
Yeah.
me the whiteboard?
I whip it out. I scrub out the ones that Carol and I have killed so far.
So, are there any within my movement, Andy?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. There's 2 in the front half of the cave that you could get to on your turn.
I do have 40 feet of movement because I'm speedy.
Oh.
Oh, squat nimbleness?
Hell no. Okay. Well, I just, I take like a half a second and I look at the whiteboard. I'm like, okay. And I walk forward and I walk around a bush and I turn the corner and I'm like, hey, you stole our stuff. And,
How did you find me?
well, you smell. And I punch him.
Haha, I love to smell bad.
I want to punch him. 23 to hit?
Yeah, that hits.
All right, sick. All right, how does a fucking... how do I do this?
So, is this with your quarterstaff or an unarmed strike?
This is an unarmed strike, but it looks like my damage is the same either way,
Oh, okay.
according to this. Because I have a martial arts die that's 1d6,
Yeah,
plus my dex mod.
cool.
Taffy is a monk, everyone.
Yes, she is, if you hadn't figured that out already.
Path of the yoga.
And I hit him. And, okay, that's what I roll. All right, he's going to take 10 damage from that first hit.
Nice.
Oof.
How's he looking?
He's looking pretty bloody.
Okay.
You punch him and he falls over and then bounces back up like boing, 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 like a weeble.
What the hell?
But he's extremely bruised.
Okay, so I get. I guess I'll just. So I'll hit him with my extra. I'll hit him with my extra attack and see if I need the bonus attack. 17 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so I hit him again, and I do 8 damage this time.
All right, you punch him again, and you punch him so hard you feel his neck snap,
Ew!
and
Ah!
he just chokes out. I hope that you bruised your hand doing that.
I look at it. No, it actually look. Manicure's perfectly intact still. You're weak.
Curses. Yeah, that guy's dead.
Okay, this is a little gross.
I have hand sanitizer.
Let's just not tell the kids that we killed anything, okay?
Okay. Actually, no, I want Cynthia to know that Mommy is a strong woman both in the boardroom and on the battlefield, so...
I mean, you could say that you won. I don't know if you need to say you killed them.
No, I'm going to be describing it. She needs to know these things.
Oh,
She's
okay.
13.
She really should think about joining the hockey team next season, Carol.
I'm trying to get her to be a bard. I think that would really suit her.
I don't know. She's pretty studious. She'd make a good wizard.
Her options are open. She could do whatever she wants. Anyway,
for
we
her.
still have several more of these little guys.
Yeah.
Cut to back in the village. Cynthia and Petunia are inside Carol's house. Petunia's bouncing on the couch. Cynthia's sitting on the couch, hands folded in her lap, just staring off into space.
Poor Cassandra.
She's
JJ
doing
and
great.
Madden crash through a window.
So proud of her.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm raising barbarians.
But not in like a dead-eyed way. Like she has a little smile on her face, just sort of
Aw.
staring at the wall.
What a nice kid.
All right. And so at that, it's a horrible little elf's turn. And he is going to jump out of the holly, swinging his sharpened mistletoe dagger at Taffy.
Hey.
19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, you know what? I want to clarify how this works. So I can use my reaction to reduce somebody else's damage with the interceptor feat.
Ooh.
So
What the hell is that?
when does that fire is my question.
It's a reaction.
Yeah.
Then I think basically in response to this elf's action of attack, you could fire that off.
Cool. I'm going to fire
So
that.
basically, so it'd be you running up to like jump in front of the spear.
Ha ha! I yell, I smack his hand with my hockey stick.
Whoa.
It reduces it by 1d10 plus my proficiency bonus,
Oh, okay.
which is a weird thing. So reduces it by 9.
Where'd you find this feat?
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
what is this?
It's Watchers of the Watchers.
Oh.
All right. So you run over and knock the little mistletoe dagger out of the way, and it just stabs harmlessly into the ground. And the little elf is like, "Ow, man! I was really hoping to hurt someone today."
Thanks, Danica.
I got you, Taffy. We high five again.
Yeah.
I don't even care that my friend is dead. I just love suffering.
Huh. So you should be happy right now, right? Because you're upset?
Yeah, it's kind
I
of
love
like
that
everyone
work?
except for me suffering.
it's kind of like a catch-22 here.
And that is another elf's turn. And that elf is going to jump out of the holly, stabbing at Carol in the center of the room.
Carol, watch out.
Thanks.
19 to hit again.
Yeah, that hits.
Damn, why do these guys hit so well? Little wicked creatures.
And that is going to be 7 damage as he like latches onto your shoulder and is just stabbing you over and over.
Ow!
Wow.
My sweater!
Die, die, die! Oh, you like this sweater, do you?
I do!
I'll ruin it.
No!
Whoa. Oh my god, are you the one who ripped up my dress?
Haha! I ripped up a lot of dresses.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you.
Danica suddenly realizes that she didn't check if her festive Christmas bow tie was hanging where it was supposed to.
And I'm gonna tell Petunia about it.
Petunias too!
She can learn that killing's cool too, if Cynthia can learn it. That was Taylor speaking, not Taffy.
You guys are making me feel less bad about my parenting.
And that is one more elf's turn. Just rolled a nat 1 on his attack.
Well, what
So-
happened to the frightened one?
Oh my god, you're right. Yeah, this will be the frightened one.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is one more elf's turn who, rather than attacking at all, thinks, I bet if I attacked, I would roll a nat 1. Instead, I'll flee from Santa's terrifying wholesomeness. And none of you are in the way now, so he just runs out the mouth of the cave and down the mountain.
Oh, bye.
What's his speed? How far will he get this turn?
If you had to guess, it would say he looks like he has a speed of about 20 feet.
Wow.
All right, so he's only gonna get 20 feet away in this turn?
He'll get 40.
40
get
because
40?
he's dashing.
That's
So he
fine.
gets to the mouth of the cave and then another 20 feet
I'm gonna
down
try
the
and
mountain.
kill that fucker anyways. Because I also have 40 feet.
He does get to remake a wisdom saving throw now because he's out of the cave.
Does a 6 do it?
No.
Didn't think so. That's back to Carol.
Can I see any of them right now, or are they all still hiding?
Well, there's one sitting on you.
Oh, yes, that's right, the one that's on my shoulder. I will vicious mockery it. So I'm just gonna kind of turn to it, and be like, I really should have thought of these. This is why I don't play bards, because I am not good at coming up with stuff like this on the fly. I think she's just going to turn to this little guy and be like, you know, It's actually all the rage for sweaters to, look like we're gonna look extremely cool when we come back, and I was going to change into a better dress for the party anyway, so really, you have not succeeded in doing anything harmful. Ignoring the fact that she also is bleeding. It has to make a wisdom saving throw.
17.
Oh, that saves. Okay, so it does not take the psychic damage. Probably because I'm still markedly bleeding, despite my protestations otherwise.
We'll see how fashionable you look when you're dead.
Very
Whoa.
fashionable!
Live fast, die young, leave a pretty corpse. That's what we used to say.
On the hockey team?
Yes, actually.
God.
All right, Danica.
Alrighty, I'm gonna spank the closest bitch.
Hey.
All right, Taffy, roll a dex save.
Is there still two kicking around?
Yeah, there's still one right in front of you. The one whose attack you intercepted.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna spank him. Yikes, that is a 9 to hit.
That does not hit.
I miss him once.
Weird that I didn't just kill that guy.
17.
That does
With
hit.
my extraneous attack. And we're swinging two-handed. That's a 7 damage.
All right.
Smack. I'm like playing whack-a-mole with him.
All right, yeah, he sure does not like that. You smack him, and he sprawls out on the ground. He's like, oh! So that's what it feels like to have pain inflicted on you. I can see why others don't like it.
You could always just stop.
But I'm still gonna do it!
I call him a bitch.
Cool.
He sticks his tongue out at you.
I stick my tongue out harder.
Taffy, that's your turn.
All right. How many are still alive in this cave? I'm confused.
There's 2. One in front of you, one on Carol.
And then there's the one that ran away, right?
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys, have those two?
We're fine.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
All right, cool. I'm gonna turn and see. So that one who was running away is within 40 feet?
Yeah, just.
Then I'm gonna... Well, I'll attack first, and if I have to move later, I'll move later. All right, I'm gonna point at him, and I'm gonna you are not running back down that mountain to ruin my daughter's Wintermas. And I'm firebolting him. So, does a 22 hit?
It does.
So with a 22 that hits him,
Sorry,
he's
you're
gonna take-
firebolting him?
I sure am.
She's a teeth, baby.
It's
He's
sure is
gonna-
not.
That's not a teeth thing. That's Hellish Rebuke. You're thinking of Hellish Rebuke. He's gonna take 2d10 of fire damage. Carol probably doesn't know that I can do this.
No, she does not.
Fuck yeah! That's gonna be 12 damage.
Oof. You see it, you shoot a firebolt outside the cave, and you see it darts down the mountain, smokes the little elf, and he screams, "Ow, that hurt! Now I'm even more afraid!"
Good!
Dude, nice one, Taffy.
Thanks! I'm gonna have to do it again, I think, to kill him, but
Hey, whatever it takes, right?
I guess.
Killing me is in no way necessary. I'm running away.
Yeah, towards my town.
Yeah, and I'm gonna ruin all their days.
Okay, then I have to get rid of you.
Understood.
We're just shouting back and forth.
All right, so that is going to be the elf standing in front of you.
God, is this what it's like to have cantrips, you guys? This shit
Yeah,
is awesome.
So that's the
Love
elf
to
standing in
have
front of you,
cantrips.
who pulls out his mistletoe dagger and lunges at you, Taffy.
Whoa!
Only a 9 to hit. Yeah, so he just sort of ineffectually lunges at you and misses and is like, "Ah, man, what an uninteresting turn.
Yeah, why don't you just go back to whatever hole you crawled out of?
I didn't crawl out of a hole. My people give live birth."
Oh, no.
All right, well, you know what?
Danica's flipping through her medical textbook. Huh.
Okay, well, I didn't ask, but I'd be happy to make you a hole.
What a weird offer. I don't even know how to interpret that.
I can rip you a new one, or I can bury you in one, or...
Oh, I see. Oh, you got me. That's good. That's good. We should hang out.
No. Are you done? Like,
Yeah. And that is the elf on Carol's turn, who's gonna keep at it. He's now gonna stab a different point on the sweater to spread the damage around.
What the
19
hell?
to hit.
This is cashmere. Yeah, that hits.
Jesus.
Oh, and 10 damage.
No, I'm
I
intercepting.
watched this. I'm like, oh my God, Carol.
I'm intercepting.
Yeah, you guys are just having fun, like, making fun of this elf, and Carol is getting very badly attacked.
I do a sick parkour move.
Nice.
And I intercept. So, what's 9 plus 3? 10, 11, 12. The damage is reduced by 12.
Oh.
Wow, alright, so Danica runs over and just smacks the elf off of you, Carol, as he's pulling back his knife.
Eat shit!
And he's like, oh, maybe I will. That's actually something I enjoy doing.
Oh, horrible.
All right, and now that is the elf on the mountain. And he's just going to keep running down.
The same direction?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to shoot you again.
I understand.
He gets to make
And now he's gonna-
he gets to make another
yeah.
save, yeah.
And that was a nat 1 on the save.
Oh my God.
He's like, wow, suddenly I'm even more frightened.
Stop making him scared of you, Carol.
This was the whole plan. I really thought we were just gonna let them run away.
To do what? The same damn thing?
He runs another 40 feet down the mountain.
He's still within range.
And Carol, that's your turn.
Great. Screw trying to vicious mockery him. I'm just gonna stab him. So I make an attack with my rapier. Oh damn, that's not gonna hit, is it? That's an 8.
No.
Okay, I kind of will look at Danica and be like, you know, I do think maybe I should think about having Cassithia take up hockey. This is coming in very handy. That's another bardic inspiration for you. And that's my turn.
All right, Danica.
Smack him. That's 23 to hit.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll do it.
13 damage.
Hell yeah.
So I rolled what appeared to be a 0. I was like, 0, and then I remembered.
All right. So yeah, you just smack him with the battle axe, and he's like, oh, I think I'm bleeding internally.
All right, keep it to yourself.
That's one of my favorite things to do to other people.
Try doing it every month.
And Taffy, that's you.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm gonna do it again.
What is the range on Firebolt?
120 feet.
Ooh.
It's the best cantrip.
It is. Damn it. Don't suppose a 13 will hit?
It does not.
Okay, well, I'll get you next time.
I hope you don't.
I guess I'll walk. Well, I guess I'll use.
If you walk away, you will take an opportunity attack from the elf right in front of you.
Oh, he's still here?
Yeah.
No, it's not worth it. No, I'm not gonna do anything.
All right, the elf in front of you jumps up and he's like, all right, 3rd time's the charm. And he stabs at you. And he rolled a 6. So once again, I don't even know how, but he somehow misses again.
Huh.
And it's just like, oh.
He's
is
not
really-
doing too well.
Do you wanna
I feel like my heart's just not in this.
go join your friend? Or it feels like you don't wanna be here.
Yeah, you know, I've been thinking about a career change for a while now.
Oh my god. Well, you know what? Vlogging. Really big. You could start, recreate yourself, and you don't have to worry about any of this stupid, dumb shit that you do, and you can just live a fun new life.
I mean, I still want to hurt people. That's still my passion.
I'm pretty sure
What
you could
if
do
you
that.
hurt them and they liked it?
I think you could do that while vlogging. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
I mean,
Ooh, maybe I could lead people into dangerous lifestyles. Sow discord among their interpersonal relationships.
yep.
Well, no, Discord's a different thing.
oh, I wasn't thinking like that.
Oh, that's true. I could also just vlog myself stabbing people.
I mean, I wasn't thinking stabbing, but okay.
Yeah, if you call it a prank.
You've given me a new lease on life.
All right, well, I feel like I can't let you go on with this in good conscience now.
Well, I'm gonna try.
All right, I mean,
And he's going to use his movement to run out of the cave.
No!
Which means you do get an opportunity attack.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, wow. All right, roll damage.
Okay. So it's gonna be a 12.
All right, well, that's enough. How do you want to finish him as he tries to run by you?
He tries to run by me, and I like become horrified that he's actually gonna go try and stab people for a vlog, and I whip my foam roller out of my yoga bag, and I like full on baseball swing at him.
Ah! You knock him. You hit him so hard he flies out of the cave. And you hear him shout, "Maybe my corpse will hit somebody and hurt them."
Maybe it should.
Ah!
His friend.
Boom.
Can it scare his friend when it lands down there?
Yeah, you hear the other friend go, "Oh my God, what is going on up there?
What did I say?
Did Santa do this to you?"
Santa's not real.
What?
Whoa, what?
What?
Wait,
I've met him.
you guys are all adults.
Hey, let's kill these
Yeah.
fucked up little guys.
I'm 300
and
years
then have this
old.
conversation.
Okay.
So that is the elf on the ground in front of Carol and Danica's turn, and he's gonna jump to his feet, and decide, well, might as well go down hurting. He stabs you, Carol.
Oh my God.
Ooh, and that's a 23 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
and that does 8 damage.
Jesus.
He just jumps up with like an impressive vertical leap and stabs Carol in the stomach, a third point on her sweater.
Whoa.
Cashmere. It's green with flecks of gold and now flecks of red.
Hey, still
Which
festive.
honestly
You
is
look
kind
great.
of festive, yeah. Maybe I can still make this work. You know, it's all about image, it's all about spin. That's what we say at the sales agency.
Oh, yeah, Siobhan said some stuff like that before. I thought she was talking about bicycles.
Sometimes. We do have a client who's a bicyclist.
I mean, that's a thing too.
Anyway.
Oh, you're talking about like outside bicycles. Okay.
Taffy's a big Peloton user.
Cross training.
Yeah, so that is the downhill elf's turn, and you just hear him shout, "Ah!" as he runs further down the mountain, another 40 feet,
Okay.
and he'll try to save,
Oh.
and you hear him yell from down the mountain, "Wait! What am I so afraid of? Santa's hibernating right now!"
What?
What?
What, you guys, that's not a big reveal, you guys didn't know? After Wintermas Eve, after
Okay,
he's done
is there,
bringing
like-
presents, he goes into hibernation.
I'm a little confused. Is there like some bear that everybody knows or something?
I mean, I guess he would probably qualify.
I really thought he had
I
a
don't
wife.
think of him that way, but I'm yelling so loud for us to be able to have this conversation.
You really are!
You kind of are.
You're gonna start an avalanche!
Oh, really? Awesome!
It'll only hit you.
Whose turn is it?
Carol, that's your
Great.
turn.
Is this one who's on me still on me, or did...
No, now he is on the ground.
Oh, great. I'm gonna attempt to stab him again. With my sword. Ooh! Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Fantastic. 8 damage.
Yeah. You stab him clean through with your rapier, and he is dead.
I skewer him like a kebab, and then I kind of like... Carol, like, puts one of her, like, slightly healed... Her boots with, like, a, you know, like a sensible heel, and, like,
Yeah.
scrapes him off the edge of her sword with it.
You know,
Oh my
Carol,
God, Carol.
He whispers in his final moments, "That sweater looks dumb."
You know what, Carol? It actually still looks pretty cool to me.
Thank you, Taffeta.
Hey, Carol, I've been meaning to ask, why do you have a sword?
Oh, family heirloom.
Oh, cool.
You should serve kebabs at the party. That just made me really hungry. I mean, you should still serve the kebabs. But
Carol looks
It's
uncomfortable.
okay. I have a Cliff Bar. I take out a Cliff Bar and I eat it. No, this is a Luna Bar, actually. I'm sorry.
Are we still in combat?
I guess up to you. Like, the only one left is the one that's 120 feet down the hill, and you're not sure what his plan
Okay, well,
is.
I still want to firebolt that guy again.
All right, we can skip to your turn.
All right, well, if this doesn't work, just know that I hate you, and maybe my daughter will kill you when you get down there.
Aye, aye.
Your 2-year-old.
The feeling is mutual.
No, my 13-year-old daughter.
Ah.
Stepdaughter.
Stepdaughter. It's a 22 to hit, though, so I think I can do it.
Oh, yeah, you do.
God, this is fun. Love cantrips. Love to have some someday.
You have some now.
16.
Wow. Yeah, you hear the elf from down there go, I'm not afraid anymore. I'm going to go back up and attack them. Nothing's going to stop me now. Ah! I'm being incinerated.
Sin.
Okay, I mean, I don't need to hear about it.
Well, too bad. You're gonna. Oh, it burns. Oh, my skin is
Okay,
turning to ash.
enough.
Oh, dear.
Cool. So, like, do we just, like, take all of our stuff back now? Are we done?
Well, I think I'm not seeing any presents in this cave.
The presents aren't here?
No.
Right. There's no presents.
So I think
And there's no sleigh.
Yeah, okay. Well, should we, like... What do we do with the stuff that's here?
I think maybe we leave the stuff here and we walk deeper into the cave and see what we find.
What if more of these little scumbags, like, come out and get all into this stuff again?
No, we just spank him again.
Okay. You know what? That's fine. Fine with me. Let's go.
Um.
Actually, maybe Carol.
Yeah, Carol. How you doing? Do you need any assistance?
Well, I can assist myself also. Although,
Any medical attention?
yeah.
I am
You
a
look
doctor,
kind of rough.
technically. Just
Like, not
mostly my patients are dead. But
Right.
I am a doctor.
Not helpful. Not,
We do want Carol to be alive.
I would love to be
Right.
alive.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean,
yeah.
you are looking kind of
Like I'm bleeding?
not bad, just bloody.
Yes. It's a sort of like a warrior chic look. Being a strong woman who can
Right.
get stabbed
And, like,
3
looking
times
bloody
and-
is totally cool, but
Thank
maybe,
you.
like, stopping it from continuing.
Yes. Yeah, if you, Danica, if you have some medicine that you could administer, that would be appreciated, because I don't think we can really afford a short rest at the moment.
Sure.
I'm at 28 out of 43, so if you want to just hit me with a little bit of lay on hands.
Yeah,
That would be
I'll do
nice.
that. I'll give you 10.
Cool. That brings me up to just 5 below max, so that's fine.
Word. I stick a little Band-Aid right across her nose.
Thank you.
Oh, that's not where... Okay, it's cute, though. It's fine.
Taffeta, speaking of things being cute, since when have you been able to shoot fire?
Oh, I mean... I just studied it a little bit. Like, Ted was helping me. He showed me some books in the library.
Wow.
I just think it's really... everyone else is able to, like, manipulate their auras and their astral selves in this way that's, like, really flashy and cool. And, like, mine... Don't get me wrong. My astral self, I love her. But, like, she can't do as much as some other people. And I just think, like... what wizards can do with theirs is really cool. So I just thought maybe I should learn some of that.
Hang on,
And
did
so I
you
did.
multi-class at a one-shot?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I took the magic initiate feat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Carol kind of, like, looks at Taffy sort of appraisingly. and then
Milani,
is
you
sort of
think
like,
I'd give up an extra attack?
Well, good for you for, bettering yourself and diversifying your skill set. I think that's, admirable or whatever.
I like my lip wobbles. Thanks. Like, you really think it's... Thanks. I was a little worried about it, but, if you think it's a
Yeah, no,
good
I mean,
move,
it's
then
good that you're doing something with all that time, while you're at home. I think good for you.
I mean, I was pretty busy. But it's always good to make, and it was like multitasking because I was spending time learning. I was spending time, improving myself and spending time with my husband. And and now I just have this cool new stuff that I can do.
Great. Other thing, do you not believe that Santa Claus is real?
I mean, he's not, right? You're telling me you guys think that there's a jolly old guy who just brings your kids toys?
I mean, he's not a guy in the conventional sense. He's more like a...
Yeah, sure, like a being, but come on.
I just conjured a spectral image of him in the middle of the cave.
I mean, yeah, I could, well, if I had, some sort of ability that could do that, I could conjure an image of a talking hippopotamus. That wouldn't mean he's real.
Okay, but who do you think brings your kids presents?
Me. I mean, and Ted too, obviously, but...
Ted? You think Ted would remember to go out of his way to get presents and not loop you in on it?
He's a really good husband.
Sure, I mean, I guess, but he's not exactly the type to...
obviously, I tell him what to get, but he'll go and get it. That's what he did last year. I told him what Petunia wanted, and he went and he got it, and it was all wrapped up by Wintermas Eve.
Oh, sweetie,
for the morning.
I don't think that happened.
Okay, then where else did the presents come from?
Santa. All right, let's walk into the cave. I don't think we're making any progress.
Listen, I believed in Santa when I was little.
But you did just fight 6 small and very fucked up elves.
Yeah, and they're just dudes. Listen.
You know what? I'll let you in. We'll do a little autopsy of one of these little fucked up dudes when we get back down, and I'll...
Why?
To explain that they're not just dudes. There's something else.
They're probably made of rotten gingerbread.
Okay!
Yeah, let's walk into the cave, please.
You guys continue onward. And as you enter the cave, well, you're already in the cave, but as you enter the tunnel and continue into the cave, it gets a lot colder.
Ooh.
And you find yourselves at the other side of the tunnel in another chamber. This one bigger with a super high ceiling. And this one, interestingly, even though it's inside a cave, full of snow.
Is it dark in here?
No, actually. Okay. It's dark in the tunnel, but when you get into this place, the snow is glittering with so much light that it actually illuminates things.
Oh my god, it's so beautiful!
And you see basically it's a big room full of snow, and in the center, there is a silk black top hat.
Oh, fuck. Hey, can you do that firebolt thing?
Oh, and also across the room there is a pair of wooden double doors. Looks like about 80 feet across.
Hey, Taffy?
Do they look like they're locked?
You can't tell.
Okay. Yeah, what?
Smoke that hat, would you?
Wait, why? It's just a nice hat.
Top hats just kind of freak me out. They make me think of magicians.
Understandable.
And guys with really skinny mustaches.
Why do we need it? Can we just walk around the hat and just go to the doors?
Yeah. I can pick up the hat from standing over here if we think that would help.
I mean, why do you guys want this hat so bad?
I don't know. It looks sinister.
I want the hat to be, melted, maybe? Exposed to a lot of heat to counter the cold that's happening here.
I mean, I could, I guess.
It can't hurt.
It is a cantrip.
Just try it and see what happens.
Just try it.
All right, I don't know what the hat's AC is.
Roll an attack.
Okay. It's a 19, though.
Roll damage.
Andy, can I make an animal handling check for rabbits?
Well, I rolled very poorly, so that is 3 damage.
So...
Firebolt either does 16 damage or 3 damage.
So you guys are standing in the doorway. You have this conversation. Taffy lifts up her hand, blasts a firebolt at this top hat, And it catches fire, and after like a minute or so, just burns down to a pile of ashes.
Guys, what if that was someone's present? Now I feel really bad.
Did we know that this was going to be bad, or did we just sort of jump to a conclusion, maybe?
No more top hat.
I made an educated deduction.
Well, let's move on. How about
This
I
could have
think
been a very
maybe the
helpful
deduction was
item.
not that educated. Let's go through the door.
Andy, I want to make an animal handling check for rabbits.
I did resist at first. I said it's probably just a top hat.
And or dead rabbits.
No, Honey was
All
so
right, roll.
confident. I just went with it.
That was probably a very helpful magical item.
We all know Andy. We
Or
were
cursed.
about to fight
Yeah.
Frosty the fucking snowman.
Not necessarily. Maybe we were just
Oh, I
going to
didn't even
talk
think
to
about
him.
that.
I was thinking about Frosty, but
I was not.
That's a 17 for charred bunny remains or a live bunny that's now been freed.
You see a bunny poke its head up from under the snow and make some bunny noises.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Not like it wasn't in the hat.
Oh,
It was just sort of
okay.
in the vicinity.
Was that your hat?
It's a bunny. It can't talk. Although actually no, he's actually a pretty smart bunny. He looks at you, shakes his head, and then stamps his feet angrily a few times.
Oh
and
my
then
gosh, I'm so
runs,
sorry.
runs out the tunnel towards the back to the
Guys,
mountain.
what if that was just like somebody's present that they
I
like
think-
left here?
well, you know, it's burned. It's a pile of ash now. Nothing we can do about it. Let's go through the doors.
I stick my fingers in the pile of ash and I draw eye black on myself.
Oh my god.
Okay, you walk to the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door with my mage hand instead of opening it ourselves. So when we get within 30 feet, I'll just kind of put my mage hand forward and pull the door open.
All right, so you walk across the room, and nothing happens. You get to the door.
I do want to stand clear of the door. Let me make that clear.
Okay. Yeah, so you push the door open with your mage hand, and it opens, and nothing shoots through or anything. It doesn't seem to be trapped. And looking through the doorway, you see a sea of bright colors and wrapping paper, and it seems you have found the presents.
Oh my gosh! Guys,
Wow.
we did it.
Ta-da!
Great.
Is there
How-
a sleigh visible?
Yeah.
Are you walking into the room?
I thought we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's walk in the room.
Oh, okay. Oh, then I'll read my full paragraph. It's full of all the presents and also all sorts of other decorations that you didn't see in the first room. And you instantly recognize this hoard is all the other stuff that was stolen from way down in Howville.
There's my mantelpiece!
Taffy, roll perception.
17.
You see a few boxes on one side of the room that are labeled in what you recognize as Carol's handwriting, party supplies.
Oh, Carol, your stuff for your event. It's over there. It looks like everything's here. Guys,
Yay.
we did it.
Naturally, I have...
But there's more here. You notice on the other side of the room, there's an elevated wooden platform with some stairs leading up to it. And on that platform, you see two things. The first is a big wolf. It's already locked onto you and is growling. And for some reason, looks like it has a set of reindeer antlers tied to the top of his head.
Hi.
Oh,
Oh my god, so cute.
And you also see a figure. It's a humanoid figure, but big, maybe like 7 feet tall, covered in shaggy teal fur.
oh.
Like the entire thing? Like
Terrible.
Like a
The
Grinch?
entire humanoid is covered in this fur.
Tacky
Gross.
as hell.
And he's wearing it like, if you didn't know any better, you'd say it was supposed to be a Santa outfit, but it looks really grungy and hastily done. He's got like a red jacket with some white fringe, red Santa hat, but all very low quality, low production value.
Embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing.
His neck rotates until his head has turned 180 degrees.
Oh, he was facing the
looking
other
at
way?
you.
Wait, was he just staring at a wall?
Who dares intrude on my cave? I was really trying to have some alone time.
Oh, gross. Oh,
Oh, we're
sorry.
just here for our stuff.
Not like that. Don't be gross.
Oh, well, you're the one who said it.
Right, but not. What are you doing? Get out!
We're
Get out
just
of my
here.
cave!
We're just here for our stuff, and we're going.
My stuff, you mean?
Our stuff.
No,
And the
it's our
town
stuff, and it's Howville's stuff.
I took it.
What?
It's mine. Get out.
No.
No.
It's not.
It is. I took it fair and square. That means it's mine.
Not how that works.
No, it doesn't,
Well,
actually.
if we were operating under the law of finders keepers.
That belongs to me. That belongs to Carol. That belongs to my neighbor Barry. That belongs to Danica. And I go around pointing everything that I recognize.
Love.
Wow,
point
you
is-
really have an encyclopedic knowledge of your neighbor's holiday decorations, huh?
Who doesn't? It's all about competition in this town.
See, this is why I hate
Oh,
Wintermas.
no, I was just looking for inspiration.
Brings out the worst in everyone, especially me.
Yeah.
And
you seem
what's your
kinda-
name, Mr. Teal guy?
Me? Why, I'm the Grinch.
Sorry, can you say that again?
The Grinch.
Oh, is that an N?
okay.
Is that an
Yeah.
N in there?
Yes, it's spelled with an M.
Grinch?
Grimch.
Got
You may
it,
notice
got
that
it.
he's teal.
Can I ask,
Yes.
what's your wolf's name?
My wolf? This is Nax.
Ah, naturally.
Of course.
Yes.
He's pretty cute. Where'd you get him?
Good question.
Or she?
Fascinating.
If you don't get out, I will be forced to remove you.
Well, we'll just remove the stuff and then we'll remove ourselves. Like, really, this is not
Yeah.
anybody's. It's just a.
I want to keep the stuff. I don't want you to have your Wintermas back.
Well, it's ours. So, I'm sorry. What gives you the right, anyways?
You tell him, Taffeta.
Oh. I hate Wintermas. It had to be stopped. And so I did.
Okay, well, you know what? You made my little baby girl really upset this morning, so I kind of hate you.
Go off, girl.
Good. That was my goal.
Okay, well then I retract it if that's what you want. I love you. I love you so much.
Whoa, this is awakening feelings I've never experienced before.
Just give us our stuff back.
No.
I scribble on my whiteboard and I'm like, wait a minute. Well, if you hate Wintermas, then why do you want all this Wintermas crap? Like, if you don't want Wintermas to exist.
To stop everyone else from celebrating
Well-
it. I'm going to destroy all this.
Dude, how about you just smoke a J and put on some nose canceling headphones and just like get over it for a day?
Nose canceling headphones.
You have really not read me right.
Okay, could be.
Okay, well,
We're taking our stuff, and if you're not letting us take the stuff, we're doing it anyway.
yeah.
Now listen, I know, I can tell you must be fearsome warriors indeed to have bested my mighty snow guardian. But
What?
my mighty snowman elemental in the other room,
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
my watchful guardian.
Oh my God, was that your hat?
What? No, it was his hat. What do you mean?
Oh, we burned that.
You,
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't think it belonged to anyone. It was just sitting out there.
wow.
Danica got bad
Wow,
vibes.
troubling moral implications of that act.
Yeah.
Really.
That's the thing.
I
with
mean, it's
snow.
sitting alone in a cave on a mountain, along with like
Yeah, but
nothing.
when you walked into the room, it was gonna bring the snow to life. It was gonna be a guy.
Well,
Well, he didn't show up.
yeah. Also, I don't think you
Because
get
you
to
burned
talk.
his hat. You killed him. You murdered.
You don't
No, I
get to talk
just
about troubling
burned a
moral
hat.
implications. Your little elf friend stabbed me multiple times.
Yeah, well, I'm not responsible for what they do. I just sort of cut them loose and see what happens.
Yeah,
Okay,
same.
that makes you responsible
They've
for
been
them.
cut loose, all right. Loose from the mortal coral. Fucking Christ, that joke didn't work because I can't talk. I'm gonna retake
This is
that
like the
later,
time that I
Andy.
let JJ and Maddie loose in the grocery store.
Exactly.
Frosticus was my only friend. Besides you, Nax.
Wait. Oh, I thought you're talking to the wolf. Okay.
All right, it's time for you all to roll for initiative.
How far away
fair
is
enough.
he?
Are you gonna start fighting, or are we gonna have to start?
How far away is he?
He's 60 feet away.
Okay.
Well, no, let's say 80.
80. Goddamn.
A 12 for your good bitch.
19.
I have an 11.
Hey, Taffy, do you have pupils, or are you a pupil, all one color type?
Tieflings don't have pupils.
What a thing to ask a person.
Hey,
No,
it
my eyes
depends.
are a solid color.
All right, so
Some have goat pupils.
What solid color, you ask? Well,
Yeah.
It's lavender.
All right. So, at the start of the initiative, the Grinch is going to reach over and grab a present. There's presents. This room is so full of presents. There's like cartoonish piles of presents all around. You're just like, there's a very narrow path between the door and the platform with no presents on it. But everywhere else is stuffed. And he's going to just reach and grab a random present, and he is going to hurl it at Taffy.
Whoa.
That's a 17 to hit.
It does hit, but I'm going to use... Would you say that this counts as a range... Yeah, this is a ranged weapon attack, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to deflect missiles and try and catch it.
Hot.
All right. What does that mean?
So you roll your damage, and you tell me what it is. And then I roll to reduce
it's not
it.
that kind of thing.
Okay. Well, how would this work then?
I will say you can just do it.
Okay. So then I do have to spend a key point to do it, but I'm going to throw it right back at you.
Whoa, you're not allowed to do that.
Sorry, I just have really good reflexes.
All right. Roll an attack.
Does a 24 hit.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So, Taylor, can I have you roll a D100?
24.
So the gift smashes into the Grinch and sort of explodes open. And you see some faint sort of purple smoke come out of it. And the Grinch sniffs. And he's like, ugh, lavender. I hate that smell.
Whoa. Unprovoked.
I think it was actually pretty provoked. You threw this at me.
Taffy's wearing lavender perfume that she's teaching herself how to make and also has lavender colored eyes. She takes offense to this for really
All
no
right, well,
reason.
Sorry, I guess. Except I'm not, because I'm the Grinch.
You sure are, man.
Okay, so what, you were just gonna make me smell good? I don't get it.
I didn't know what was inside. I'm just sort of winging it, you know? You know how it is.
Damn, I should have saved my key
No,
point.
I've never winged anything in my life.
Well, it's time for you to stop.
I played defense, actually, not wing.
All right, Taffy, that's your turn.
I guess he's how far away?
80 feet.
Okay, well, I guess I'll run forward 40 feet. And this is what I did to your guy's hat, and I firebolt him.
Yeah.
Or I try to. That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Damn, Taffy's on fire.
Well,
Well, she's not. But
yeah.
he is.
I'm picturing the Grinch as like off-brand Sully from Monsters, Inc.
Really? That's the character who you think he's an off-brand version of?
Simply because he's teal.
Okay, so
And also, the Grinch is not like 7 feet tall.
He's pretty
I
tall.
rolled a 15
We
on
don't
my
have any
damage.
sense of scale as to how tall the Who's are. So, he could be huge.
Excuse me? Taffy just did 15 damage
Good for her.
with her cantrip
Wow.
that she has? Because Taffy
Okay, yeah,
has
you
those.
do that. And the Grinch is like, oh, it burns. Oh my god, that was such an escalation.
Hey, you just said you had no idea what that present could do to me. What if it, like, killed me?
That would have been great for me.
Exactly. So, you deserve it.
Go off, Queen.
Does Carol say that out loud?
Yes. In that same kind of bored voice,
Taffy?
but
Looks over, like, so excited.
half-hearted thumbs up.
God.
Danica, that's your turn.
I say, sorry, not sorry. Now let's see if I still got Let's see if I still got my laser from the blue line, and I'm gonna shoot him with my heavy crossbow.
Nice.
That is a 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
Dang! This is why I played defense. Do I get to extra attack on a ranged? Yes. 15 again. All right.
You shoot these two crossbow bolts, and both of them Nax jumps up and catches them in the air.
Oh, good boy.
And then, like, drops them on the ground, and his tail is wagging.
Oh, good I mean, good roll.
I get one of the milk bones that I keep, and I throw it at Max.
He catches that too and eats it.
Does his tail
Oh my
wag?
gosh. Should I
Yeah.
get a
Nice.
wolf?
Nax, stop being friendly.
Nani, are you gonna move?
Nah.
Do you
They're the enemy, remember?
want to get in melee with him?
Nah.
You should.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Nope, that's okay.
I'm trying.
Now, it is the Grimch's turn. And he has a whip hanging at his hip, and he
Wow.
pulls it out and does a badass crack in the air. It's like,
Oh, that's sick, dude.
and then he runs.
Taffy looks like she's seen one of these before.
I high-five Tedward.
Oh, actually, you need to turn the wrist a little bit differently.
Carol has no comment.
Yeah, so the Grimch runs down the stairs, swinging the whip around, and then he whips it at Taffy from 15 feet away.
Okay.
But that is only a 13 to hit.
I do a little tuck and roll. And he doesn't hit.
He's like, nice tuck and roll.
Thanks.
But will it save you from this? And he attacks again. That time he got a 17.
Well, you know, I'm shield.
Ooh.
So he
So does
doesn't
that
hit.
save you?
Yes. That's my one and only
Alright.
use of it, but you know, I've got to save my HP for the long battle.
He swings his whip out, and you just create a shield, and it bounces off it in the air. And he's like, ugh!
No, I think I hold my yoga mat in front of me. I pull it up and over my face. I guess it does. Wow. You know, I really do think everyone should get into yoga.
Oh, I hate yoga almost as much as I hate Wintermas.
Oh, well, you're going to hate me.
I already do. Carol, that's your turn.
Great. I am going to walk forward 20 feet to get him within 60 feet of me. And then I am going to cast... So I'm going to do unsettling words. And I'm just going to look at him and I'm going to be like, never mind. And she just kind of like rolls her eyes and just kind of like waves her hand as if like she's not even bothering with him.
Wow, I'm so unsettled.
I have a party to get to. And then I'm going to cast Hold Person. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw, spell save DC 15, and unsettling words means that he's going to have 4 subtracted from that. So he makes the save and then subtract 4.
So altogether, that's an 11.
Great, he fails. Which means that he is paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of his turns, he gets to make another wisdom saving throw. But until then, he's considered paralyzed, as Carol just kind of
Oh my God.
waves her hand like she doesn't want to deal with this, and he just freezes in place.
Fuck yeah.
Great. And that, Carol looks smug. That is my turn.
Okay, and that is Nax's turn. And he is going to run down and run past the Grimch and right up to Taffy and take a
Puppy!
snap at her.
Oh.
Andy, if
Honey.
you make us kill a puppy, I will not forgive you.
Listen,
wanna
look,
kill
your evil guy is not doing anything, so you don't have to either.
You're evil guy.
Your evil little master guy. Like, you can just, like, go be free, honey.
Ooh, 23 to hit.
Yeah. I mean, he got me.
Only 6 damage, though.
Okay. Whoa, bad dog. Sorry.
So he just chomps down on your arm.
Bad dog.
Hey, that's my... I don't know a position that uses only one arm. I'll edit in a yoga position later. That's my something arm.
And now it is back to the top, and this time Nax, he turns his head to the side, grabs a present in his mouth, and it's really not very far to throw it. Basically just smashes it against you without throwing it,
Okay.
Taffy. And roll me a D100.
It's cruel for you to make me roll it. 77.
All right. So this present smashes open, and Taffy, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Well, it's a 4.
Oh boy. So Taffy, you are polymorphed into a sheep.
Oh.
I'm gonna kill you!
It just sounds like bah.
I lose my
Wait,
shit
Jesus
laughing.
Christ, I'm so stupid!
Carol also loses her shit laughing.
I could have attacked Nax when he attacked me. Oh, I'm so stupid. I hate playing new classes.
It's okay. It's a one shot.
Yeah, so Taffy
Yeah, but
is
then maybe
just
I wouldn't be a
now.
sheep, Hannah. Can I do anything as a sheep?
You can still move around.
But I can't do
You don't
anything?
really have any attacks. I'll give you an attack that does like
I
1d4
can't even invoke
damage.
my key points?
So if we damage you, we just have to kill you in sheep form, and then you'll be yourself again.
Okay.
True.
Do you
With the same amount of HP?
Maybe any carryover from whatever attack we do, but
Oh, I was gonna do something so good when he was paralyzed.
Well, now's your chance because it's your turn.
Well, I can't now, you fucking bitch. God, I
you're a
hate you.
sheep. If you run away from the wolf, it might still attack you.
I can't do anything, though.
can
I can't
headbutt.
use any of my stuff that's not attack or that's not melee
No.
attack. Damn. Fine. I'm gonna go headbutt Nax. I'm pissed off. What can I do?
I'm going to say you can basically just roll a d20, you don't get any bonuses, and that'll deal 1d4 damage on a hit.
Well, I assume a 5 doesn't hit. So I headbutt
You
him,
assume correct.
and I headbutt him, and I run away back out of his area of attack.
All right, so he makes an opportunity attack on
Yep.
you. Okay, he hits you.
Okay.
All right, yeah, so now you headbutt Nax to no effect. And then back away, he retorts by lunging forward and snapping at you. And he chomps down on you, and sort of, it's a pretty brutal thing. He like picks you up and like shakes you around in his mouth,
Oh.
and then drops you
I
on the
screech
ground.
in pain as a sheep.
Well,
I
give us
guess.
a taste of what that sounds like.
I don't know.
All
I'm
right,
gonna go with like
the
a.
fans would have loved it.
Can I try?
Okay,
Nope. Chicken challenge.
all right. But as you are dropped onto the ground, you suddenly transform back into Taffy.
Ha!
And you are going to take 4 damage in Taffy form.
Cool.
I look up at Next. That was exactly what I wanted you to do. And hold on, I didn't take an action, and I just took damage from him, right?
I mean, you did an attack action.
No, I didn't use a reaction before. And I just took damage from him.
Right.
So I should be able to Hellish Rebuke him
Oh.
as a
yeah.
tiefling.
Oh, nice.
And that is what I'm going to do, because I'm so pissed off that I couldn't attack fucking Grimch. When I poof back out of being a sheep, and where he has got me on the ground where he bit me, I point up at him and I go, "You are a very bad dog, and I don't know, but you might be going to hell." And I hellish rebuke him.
Don't send a dog to hell.
He killed me as a sheep, an innocent sheep. Well, actually, you know what? That's actually more excusable than attacking me, the person, because wolves hunt sheep. But he has to make a dex saving throw.
17.
All right, so he only takes half. He's gonna take 5 damage from that, and that is it.
All right. He whimpers a little. He yelps a little bit. He's like, "Arr!"
Yeah,
That's a really bad dog sound. I'm sorry.
that's fine. Yeah, you know what? And you're lucky it wasn't worse, because I had something really cool planned in the 6 seconds I had to make a decision. Oh, stop that. You're right over me.
He's a good boy.
This is creeping me out.
Yeah, his breath smells rough.
Listen, baby, you don't have to do this. I kick the Grinch as a free action. Grinch.
No, you don't. You're like 20 feet away.
Okay. I glare at him.
Okay, that's Danica's turn. The Grinch glares right back at you,
Let me
Tabby.
tell you what paralyzed means for the Grinch if you want to go after him. A paralyzed creature is incapacitated and can't move or speak, automatically fails strength or dexterity saving throws. Any attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet. So only melee attacks. But
Oh my god.
all attack rolls do have advantage.
Okay, can I... Andy, would you let me flavor abjure just for the sake of it being a puppy and let me abjure him to, like, convert him to being a friendly pupper and not, like, force him to run away?
I'm gonna say no. I mean, this explicitly says it's for elemental, fae, fiends, or aberration.
Is he not a fiend?
He's a dog.
Oh, he's just a wolf?
Yeah.
Okay, I was assuming he was at least a bit magical. All right, can I want to...
All puppies are magical, really.
It's true. I want to tame him.
Oh, fuck me.
You can try.
What are you doing?
Yeah, how?
That was a nat 20 for animal handling. That comes to a 23.
But how did that...
Reb, you can't just, like, say, I tame him and then roll. Like, elaborate.
So I'm going to, do the things that you do when you're making friends with a new dog. So I turn myself sideways and I offer a
A
hand.
violent dog.
And I offer one of the treats that I have. And
You
I
just
say,
have dog treats?
yeah, I own a dog.
We did establish that.
It's actually an Australian Shepherd, funnily enough. And so I say, like, your puppy want the treat, can come get the treat. But, like, in a non-threatening way where you're from the side and you're offering it gently.
He walks over and takes the treat from your hand.
Delicately.
Oh, yeah, not aggressively.
Does he sniff
boy.
me?
Yeah.
Will
He
he let
sniffs
me
you?
Will he let me rub his muzzle a bit?
Yeah, you try to rub his muscle and he's cool with it.
I rub his ears. I tell him, "Oh, you're such a good boy, Nex. You're such a good boy."
All right, well,
He licks you.
he's been kind of a bad boy, but...
Can I get a little tummy rub going?
Yeah, he rubs your tummy.
Oh, what a
Wow,
smart
Jesus,
boy.
Danica, couldn't you do this earlier?
What a smart boy. I'm gonna just keep doing this.
All right, yeah, Nax definitely seems happy with this.
Carol is standing there with her arms up, concentrating on this paralyzation spell, and was like, "Oh, my melee fighter friends are gonna come in and do so much damage while I'm using this spell." And she's just kind of watching you playing with this dog.
I hoped to.
I'm making friends with the dog.
Great.
I look at Carol like, what the hell?
So that is the Grimch's turn. So he gets to roll to break out.
At the end of his turn, yeah.
Oh, the end of his turn.
Mm-hmm.
That's just so he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, so he just sort of grimaces at you. You can see he's like practically like vibrating with rage, being paralyzed. And then his turn is over and he rolls. And that is a failure.
Oh, yes!
Yes!
So he remains paralyzed. You see like steam is coming out of his ears.
Fantastic.
And Carol, that's your turn.
Great. I'm going to vicious mockery him. So that is and it's just like a triumphant laugh at him not being able to move. But that kind of like very like shrill laughter of someone that you know is like making fun of you. And he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
4.
Cool, he fails. So he takes 4 psychic damage, and he'd have disadvantage on an attack roll if he was making one. And then I'm just going to look at Taffy, and I'm going to say, "All right, Taffeta, go get him, girl." Very grudgingly, but enough so that she gets my last bardic inspiration.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, and that is my turn.
Now it is Nax's turn. And he's pretty good where he is.
Boy!
He licks you some more, Danica.
Good, you're such a good boy. I give him another treat.
And then you see the Grimch is so mad. He's like shaking with rage. The whole chamber, actually, it seems like starts to shake a little bit. And a present falls from the top of one of the present towers and falls onto... Carol!
Do you want me to roll a D100?
Well, let's see if it hits.
Oh.
Well, rolled a nat 1 there, folks.
Oh, good.
You're not going to get to see what fun surprise is in store for Carol.
Okay. I'm good.
The present falls to the ground behind Carol, just sort of cracks open on the ground. And just a little bit of sort of gold energy flashes out, and nothing happens.
Nice. Love that.
And that's Taffy's turn.
All right, well, I get up, and seeing that he is paralyzed, I just sort of walk over to the Grinch with my hands on my hips. The Grinch. God. And I look down at him, and I'm like, you really should have just given us the presents. And I would like to, as a bonus action, summon my astral self. So I'm spending a key point to do so I'm going to mark that down. So, right off the bat, as I summon the arms, anyone within 10 feet, which right now is just him, has to make a dex save, which he's going to fail. So he's going to take 2d6 force damage right off the bat.
Taffy, as you walk
Are you fucking
up
kidding me?
to the Grimp,
Oh, no.
you begin to notice that he smells real bad. He is just so... He's a stinky guy.
Okay.
And I need you to make a Constitution save
Okay.
now that you've come within the range of him.
Terrible.
Well, that's not great. It is a 12.
12. Ooh. All right. Yeah, it smells really bad, but you can stomach it.
Nice.
All right, cool. I'm like,
Go on, as you were.
This is disgusting.
Just
You
think
should have
about
just given us
diapers
the
you've
presents.
changed.
And I summon my astral self arms uninterrupted, since I'm within 10 feet of him, and he takes 2d6 force damage. And then I will describe my beautiful arms of my beautiful astral self. So he takes 10 damage off the bat from that. Anyway, so my astral arms... I'm not wearing my pretty party dress yet because I was waiting to put that on for later when I was going to have my cute little party alone at my house with Petunia, because I wasn't invited to Carol's party.
Oh shit,
But-
that's tonight, isn't it? Oh, I knew Siobhan said I had
Danica!
something. Sorry.
We've been alluding to it continuously all day.
Yeah, you know,
I'm
I
not
lose
wearing
track.
anything fancy, but so my astral arms appear, and they're like, you know, they're not like anything like really like weird and eldritch looking. They look like my arms, but even buffer. You know, I'm more like lithe from my yoga, and these arms are a little bit buffer. Sometimes I pull them out for a fun little pull-up party trick. I can do pull-ups without them, just to be clear. And they are actually, they have these beautiful, like, sparkling patterns on them that change whenever I summon them. And right now, they are swirled like candy canes, pink and white and glittery. And so, yeah, he takes 10 damage from them. And so, now that they're out here, I am going to punch him with them. Well, punch is such an ugly word. I'm going to attack him.
Yeah, pretty word.
Can I, like... How heavy is he? Can I pick him up or no?
I would let you attempt that with a strength check.
No, I'm not going to bother. Well, I do have good strength. No, I'm not going to bother. I'm like, oh, actually, you stink. I don't want to really touch you. That's why I'm using my astral arms to attack you. And so I just chop down really, really hard right in the middle of his sternum. So the first one is a 17. Does that hit?
Yes.
All right, then. Well, I don't get double crit, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, we're taking the 17. So I hit him with my arms, and 9 damage on the first hit. And so I don't get to use a bonus action, but I do get to take my extra attack. So I'm gonna attack him again. Another 17. And that is 13 damage. So 19 plus 13. So 32 damage is what he's taken from me this turn.
Nice.
And I think I'm done. Well, let me make sure.
Very sexily done, Taylor.
Yeah, I'm done. All right. So I pummel him for 32 damage with my beautiful candy cane arms.
Fantastic.
Boy, you sure do. And that's Danica's turn.
Puppy's doing good.
Yeah, Puppy's doing good.
Can I throw him something to fetch as a bonus action?
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right, I take a crossbow bolt and I'm like, you want to get it? You want to get it? Because I know he likes those. And then I yeet it like the back where we came from, basically. Like I get him away
Okay.
from the Grinch.
Roll strength. See how far you throw that.
7.
Yikes.
All right, so you don't do a very impressive job here. You only throw this like 15 feet. But, you know, he's a little further away from the Grinch now.
Okay, fine by me. And whilst he's off getting that, I'm going to go ahead and double smash the Grinch with my battle axe.
I love that he's just like lying on the floor through all this.
I think he's standing up.
Oh, is he
He's just
standing
frozen.
up? Oh, okay, good. Then I wasn't chopping down on him. I was doing cool spinning punches.
Dirty 20.
I'm just picturing this guy like frozen
that
here
hits.
like this, and we're all like, yeah.
So dirty 20 to hit.
Take
and
that!
Then that's only 6 damage. Oh, but it's a crit. Duh. Roll twice, then add the thing.
Well, are you in melee with him?
Yes, I'm using my battle axe.
Oh, hey, wait a second. You got to make a con save.
And also, because you never moved, you were so far away.
No, you moved forward to tame next, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay,
I think you can
cool.
get within melee, but you have to make the
Okay,
con
I'm
save.
intending to get within
As you
melee.
smell his awful stench.
I thought you were still like a zillion miles away.
Nat 20.
Wow. You don't even smell it. You don't even.
She's
well,
had
you smell
2
it,
pots
obviously,
of
but it
coffee this
doesn't bother
morning.
you at all.
I have
You've
smelled
been in a
much
musty
worse
locker room.
gear bags. Okay, so that's that. So I hit, and so 12, and I'm gonna go ahead and smite him.
Yes.
Nice.
So I say, I'm taking this dog with me, bitch. Or, sorry, bimch. And I smack him for 18.
Oh, the Grinch is having a difficult day.
And you doubled your smite damage too, right?
Oh.
Paladins.
That brings it up to 21.
Okay.
He's still not standing, but still alive.
Yeah.
Well, too bad. I have an extra attack.
Fuck yes, extra attacks.
I was an 8, but I have advantage. That was a 9. So
Yeah, so you
I'm
miss.
simply so
Damn.
distracted by the dog.
Nax does like a yip from behind you to show he's caught the crossbow bolt. And
Good
you turn
boy.
and rest up your strike. And that is the Grinch's turn.
Nice.
And he can't do anything.
But he can roll this try in the future.
17 for the wisdom save.
Yeah, that beats it. He's out.
Haha.
Ooh.
All right, so you see he suddenly moves again. And first he like stretches all his limbs and is like, aha, I can move again.
Oh,
And then all of a sudden, like, all the blows he just took catch up with him, and he's like, oh, wow! Oh!
you might want to take a minute. This is why we should
I
stretch
do not like you guys.
every morning.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was the end of his turn, so he's done. And Carol, that's your turn.
Hey, he's super tall, right?
Tall, like 7 feet, I said.
If I cast Shatter above his head so that it just catches, this is some bullshit, so feel free to tell me no. If I cast Shatter above his head so that the 10-foot radius sphere is just catching his head and not my friends because they're shorter.
How tall are the rest of
I'm
you?
5'6". Or 5'4"?
I'm not that tall. I'm pretty short, probably, honestly. I'm like
All right,
5'4".
yeah, that works.
Fuck yeah, Hannah.
Love that.
Yay!
Yeah, so I'm casting Shatter, and he needs to
Oh,
make
I
a
love
Constitution
bullshit.
saving throw.
6.
Fails, so he's going to take the full of... he takes pretty bad damage. Just 11 thunder damage.
Hell yeah.
And I don't have... Nobody's really been hurt yet, right?
No,
I'm
we're
good. I don't think I've
Cool.
gotten hit.
Cool.
There was a sheep that had it going pretty rough for a while there, but
I got hit a little bit, but like I'm still fine.
Nice. Okay, I'll hold off on healing then, and I will just... That's my turn.
all right. Yeah, so you do shatter, and there's this boom in the air above him that, like, he rattles his head. He vibrates like a cartoon, and he grabs his head and is like, oh, the noise. I hate it.
Oh,
And you see, like, there's blood coming out of his ears.
It sounds like really, really loud, like church bells.
Oh!
cool.
Get fucked.
And that's Nax's turn. He's going to run back to you with the crossbow bolt, Danica.
Oh, he's a good boy. Ear scritchies. He gets ear scritchies.
However, here's what I'm going to say to you. You can give him ear scritchies. That will take away your bonus action on your next turn.
Ooh.
Ooh. I'm okay with that.
All right, you give him ear scritchies. He likes it. So the Grimch is going to reach into another pile of presents and hurl it at you, Danica, right in front of him. 18 to hit.
Oh, just fucking barely.
And what's your D100?
23.
Your skin turns a vibrant shade of blue.
Wow.
Oh my gosh!
So he just hurls this present at you. It smashes open in your face, and suddenly you're blue.
Danny, that's kind of cute.
Does it bring out my eyes?
It totally does.
Siobhan always says that she loves my eyes.
Oh my god. I wonder how long it lasts. You can probably show her.
Nice.
And the Grimch is like, oh, come on! Are none of these dangerous?
I mean, I turned into a sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
sheep
pretty
for a while.
nice.
That was kind of
I mean,
I
it
couldn't
wasn't
really enjoy it,
dangerous
though.
to me. Obviously, I'm still fine.
My
so.
boys would love something like that.
You could probably bring some back.
And Taffy, that's your turn.
Okay. How bad does he look?
Extremely bad. He is like, you can tell he has a lot of broken bones. You can see bruises through his teal fur. He is bleeding from the ears, still sort of clutching his head.
Because if it looked
Does
like
not
he'd
look
make
good.
it through like another round or so, I have one thing I would do, but
Kill him, Taffy.
This is a Grimch on the edge.
I am just going to try to hit him then. Oh, well, that's going to be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, cool. Well, first I'm just going to do the damage for that, which is 9 damage for that hit.
Taffy, how do you want to finish the Grimch?
Oh, I didn't even get to use my cool move. Well, you know what? I'm going to finish him with this anyways. So I hit him on the first one. He doesn't immediately drop. So I take another attack on him. And I hit on that one as well because it's a 21. And so then I'm going to do my flurry of blows and I'm going to hit him 2 more times. And so I'm just going to, I'm like a spinning, I like flip over him at one point. I whack him with my foam roller and he gets hit like 4 times around the head in very, very quick succession. And I look so cool as I'm doing flips and my sparkly arms are glittering.
Okay, Tyler.
After the first couple hits, he's like, oh, ah, and then he just stops responding.
You ruined my daughter's Wintermas!
Whoa, whoa,
It's just like you're beating up a mannequin.
I think you got him. I really think you got him.
Oh! I poke him and he falls over.
Yep. This is why I hate Wintermas.
Well, you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Wow.
And you see, just before he dies, a small smile on his face.
Does his heart shrink 3 sizes?
The thought of a world without Wintermas. No, he doesn't have a heart.
Oh, sad.
It's just an empty hole in his chest.
Damn.
Oh, gross.
So sad. Well,
Wow.
He does fart 3 times, though.
Oh, gosh. I back away so quickly.
The Grinch voids his bowels upon death.
I step to where I do not smell it. And since my arms are still here for about 9.5 more minutes, I do a fancy little curtsy with one set of my arms holding, well, I didn't change into my dress, so I guess just the edges of my, long athleisure shirt. And the other two are up in a very pretty pose. And that's what I do.
Nice. Nicely done. Good stuff.
Nax goes over and is sniffing the Grinch's body.
Oh, honey, no. That's really,
It's
it's
icky.
not good.
Hmm?
Come here, baby.
Good boy.
He nudges him a couple of times like Simba and Lion King.
Oh, honey. Can I smash a present on the Grinch's body and see if it makes him smell better?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Roll the D100.
this could be bad.
The one box that contains Revivify.
I lob it at him from a distance then, so I won't be in its area of effect,
Well, it
okay?
depends on the area of effect.
It's exactly what Nolani just rolled, whatever that does. A 23.
The Grinch's skin turns blue, but you can't see it underneath his teal
Oh,
fur.
man. Wow, well, that really didn't do anything, I guess.
Wow, maybe stop smashing the presents that don't belong to us.
Those aren't the real presents, though. The real presents don't have spells in them,
Oh, speak
right?
for
You
yourself.
guys aren't giving your kids spell
Some
presents.
people might have asked for spells. I've known some of the kids Cynthia goes to school with.
They want to be, well, I guess you know what, maybe. Oh, my God. Danica,
Yeah.
Madden Fox didn't want to be a sheep for Wintermas, did he?
You know, wouldn't put it past him, but I don't think that was on the official list. Maybe I'll save that one for his birthday.
All right, okay. I think we're done with those.
Hey, does anyone have any idea how we're gonna get these back?
That's what I was just wondering.
As you say that, Nax barks, and he runs over to one side of the room, where suddenly there's a huge curtain you didn't notice before
you
hanging
Whoa!
on the
When
wall.
did that get there?
And he grabs it in his mouth and pulls it aside, revealing a massive sleigh.
Good boy!
Is it alive?
The sleigh growls at you.
It's okay. You're free.
This is the real boss battle.
We could still make it through.
Anybody have vehicle proficiency?
No, absolutely
No.
not. I do speak Celestial, though.
You hear...
And I speak
Carol,
Infernal.
You hear a voice echoing in your head. Hello. You have freed me from the tyranny of the Grinch.
You're welcome.
Once I roamed free with my fellow slaves, but now I am a prisoner.
You're majestic creatures. It's
no,
such a shame.
well, no longer.
Indeed. In return for your kindness, I will grant you one boon. And by boon, I mean I can help carry things across snow.
That would be fantastic.
That's my main thing.
We have a lot of things to carry across snow to save Wintermas and also my party.
Of course, a worthy cause.
Right. Oh my God, we need to hurry. When's the start time, Carol?
The start time, well, when it was morning, I said it started in 12 hours, which I think would be like 8 p.m.
I look at my Apple Watch. What time is it?
We're gonna get sued.
It's like... Honestly, it hasn't been that long. It's only like 4 p.m.
Okay, we only have 4 hours to bring everything back and get your house decorated again. So let's get going. I start picking up presents with all 4 arms.
For those of you keeping track, yes, they were in the cave for 4 hours.
Taffy!
The tunnel into the frosty room was really long.
You said it took us a couple hours to climb up to the place. Oh, yeah, that
right,
was
but then
noon.
I think I said it was like
Yeah, you
noon
did,
when we got to the
We
cave.
deliberated over burning that hat for a long time.
Yeah.
Taffy, would you... I'm sorry, you said we... Would you help me decorate my house?
I'm sorry, I'm not inviting myself. I just figured that we all need to redecorate our houses, and I know that yours has a closer end date than some of our other houses,
Yeah.
since you have people coming over.
That's true. I mean, if you wanted, to come over for the Wintermas party, that would probably be, all right.
Sorry, like, are you inviting me?
Like if you if that would be cool
No,
with
no,
you.
you don't have to say it. It's fine. Yeah, I'd really love that.
Okay, great.
I'm
good.
like heaving presents into the sleigh,
Carol
but
looks...
we have to hurry up.
Okay, yes, right, so we can make it. Carol feels her heart grow 3 sizes.
All right, you guys load everything onto the sleigh. With its celestial sleigh magic, it fits through the tunnel all the way out to the mouth of the cave.
Wild.
Do we ride the sleigh? Is it okay? Hey, Carol, is it okay if we ride on the sleigh too?
What? It's not my Oh,
No,
I can talk to it. Hey, Mr. Sleigh.
Yes,
Do you mind?
that is my name.
Great. Glad I guessed it right first try.
Incredible guess on your part.
She's very eloquent.
Thanks. Do you mind if we ride you down the mountain?
It would be an honor.
Oh my god.
It would be an honor.
Come on, Nax. Come on, baby.
I find the layers.
Max hops up on there.
I find the outer layers of my tutu and I put them on over my athleisure clothes.
All right, yeah, you guys ride the sleigh down the mountain, back into Howville. You ride it right into the town square, where you see the mayor and Siobhan are handing out hot chocolate to people.
I kiss
Oh my
my
God,
beautiful
still?
wife.
She kisses you back.
I dip her.
Do you want some hot chocolate, honey?
Yeah, hot chocolate would be great.
Are Cynthia and Petunia around?
As you ride into town, and there's a big hubbub. Nax has found a trumpet that he's blowing somehow as a dog.
Question:
Or a
How
wolf.
long did it take us to ride down the mountain?
Oh, not long. You were on a celestial sleigh.
And we're going
Do I still have
downhill.
my astral arms out?
How long did they last?
10 minutes.
No, because you had to load up the
Yeah,
sleigh too.
That's true. That's true. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But I have another key point. I can just summon them again. And
Yeah, you ride in. Taffy has her astral arms
I think I
flaring
do.
up.
I bring them out, and they do force damage to the presents, but it doesn't damage them. It just flings them into the crowd. And then I use all 4 of my arms to start handing out gifts to their rightful owners.
Nice.
Wow, you do that. Yeah, you're tossing gifts to people. You see most of them have, tags with the names on them.
At one point, I realize that I'm still bleeding from my shoulder, and I'm like, oh, shoot, I have to go change, actually.
Carol starts making a speech about the importance of Wintermas, which is mostly just saccharine fluff, but there's a little nugget of kind of genuine cheer in there.
Oh.
I kiss my beautiful wife.
Yeah, nice to see you too, honey.
I checked my Apple Watch again.
It's half an hour later.
Oh, okay.
Shivy? I kind of got another dog.
Siobhan shoves you out of the way and runs over to Nax. And it's oh man, nice!
I knew she'd love him.
When I finish passing out some of them, I do get bored and I stop halfway through and I'm like, okay, well, you guys can just put the rest from the sleigh. And I run over to Cassie and Petunia.
Yeah, so as there's a hubbub going on, Cynthia and Petunia walk in. Cynthia's holding Petunia. You also see off to the side, on the side of City Hall, you see Ted, and he's got a giant brush, sort of, and he's wiping something off the side of City Hall, and you see a little bit of red, and he's oh hey, babe, it's the craziest thing. This awful looking little elf just fell out of the sky, I swear to God, and just smack dab right into the side of the building.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Wow. I look down at my pump that I've got going. I'm wow, I'm gonna vlog about this.
Crazy stuff.
I run over.
Oh, and you should see it. Petunia drew the sweetest picture of you while you were gone.
Oh my
I can't
God,
wait.
where is
Show to
it?
you. It's back at the house. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll go see it later. I run over and I passionately kiss Ted, but we are around the side of the building, so nobody sees.
He grabs you around the waist and dips you.
Oh my god!
Hey, that's my move. I high five Ted.
With one hand still on the giant brush and using to
so
clean up
sexy!
dead elf.
I embrace him with all 4 arms, and also my
Whoa,
tail.
Hey, honey, this gives me a few ideas.
I know. I kiss him. I give him a tiny little kiss on each tusk, and then I walk back out to the crowd.
All right. You see people are still collecting their presents. You do see off to one side.
Oh, I tell him I love him, too. Ted, I love you so much. I'm so glad that this worked out because I was so upset. And you weren't here because you had to work.
I love you too.
No, I don't say that. Fuck, that's guilt tripping him. No, I just say
no,
that
they
I love
let us
him.
out. They let us out all early because they decided it was weird. I was going into work on Wintermas in the first place. In retrospect,
Oh, Ted! And I kiss him again.
Ted's an
I
essential
love you too,
worker.
babe. You're my little
Okay, I come back out,
red hot.
and my tail is all happy.
You see, Cassie and Petunia are there. You see, there's actually a girl in like a sweater that has an embroidered picture of a sheep on it, holding a stuffed sheep, sort of wandering around the pile of presents, looking for something.
Carol's gonna go over and kind of like, just sort of pat her on the shoulder and be like, sweetheart, I think this is apropos of nothing, this wise advice coming out of for no reason. But sometimes the things that we think we want aren't necessarily the things that would be most helpful for our growth as people, are they?
I really wanted to be a sheep, though.
I know, sweetheart. It's okay. Maybe next year, or maybe by next year, you will be content not being a sheep.
Wow. Okay.
I say, here, you can have this, and I give her my medical forensic anatomy textbook.
Oh, does this help me become a sheep?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have fun, kid.
Elsewhere, you see a guy also in a sweater that has an embroidered picture of some lavender on it. He's looking around at the presents, holding a sprig of lavender in his hand.
I run over to him,
disappointed.
and I offer him a sample of my lavender perfume from my bag.
He loves it. He smells it, and he's like, "Oh wow, this is awesome."
Oh my god, thanks! I'm thinking of putting it on my Etsy.
Oh, totally. I'd order
Would
some
you
more
be
of
willing
this.
to write a review?
Oh, absolutely. I would be honored, honestly.
I hug him with all 4 arms.
Oh wow, whoa, this is wild. I've never gotten a hug like this before.
We keep not actually getting to our children. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Cassie and Petunia are there. Cassie's like, "Mom, did you save Wintermas? It looks like you did."
Yeah, it was really different than you usually expect Saving Wintermas to be. More blood, more fucked up little elves.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Cassie covers Petunia's ears.
I'm like, yes, cover Petunia's ears. The F word is for when you're 12 and older.
True.
But yes, I'll tell you the whole story, but we have a party to get ready for. So I'm going to, and what I'm going to...
As soon as you say that out loud, because Cynthia, darts a nervous glance at Taffy.
Taffy's going to come. She, was a lot of help, and, parties... More fun if everyone's there. Spirit of Wintermas and all that. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, cool.
It's going to be so much fun.
And Cynthia walks over and gives Taffy sort of a hesitant hug.
Oh my god. I weep.
Cassie's weirded out by that.
I'm
She
so
stops
sorry.
hugging you.
I'm sorry. I wipe my tears away.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry. I won't hug you again.
I'm just really happy, Cassie.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be weird.
Day. She's maybe a little fragile.
Are Madden and Jagger fucking it
yeah.
up on the ice out here?
Yeah, you see there's a big sort of outdoor ice rink, and they're doing some actually pretty cool looking skate moves.
Oh my god, did they learn to figure skate? What is happening? Is that ice dance? All right.
Oh my god, he's doing an Ina Bauer.
Yeah, okay, so one of them holds up a box and goes, "Look what we got, Mom!" And it's a bunch of hockey gear. And the other one is, "And look!" And Jagger J just has blue skin now.
Radical, buddy. You look great.
Wait, is your skin still blue? How long does it last?
I think it was 10 minutes.
Actually, the description says it just lasts until remove curse is done to it. So, indefinitely.
Oh, so I'm yeah.
So was Siobhan super into your beautiful blue skin?
Super cool.
Yeah, so I imagine you guys all you decorate for the party.
We go decorate for the party, and I take Petunia from Cynthia and hand her to Taffy and kind of shoo my friends away, and I'm like, Cynthia and I are going to go get ready. Come by, if you be fashionably late.
I can help you get ready if you need any help.
That's okay. Actually, You can come by, like, maybe an hour before the party and help, but we're gonna walk back by ourselves first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
And
I have to get changed anyways. Duh.
yep, that too. Okay, good. Bye-bye. I've done a lot of personal growth today. Maybe we'll talk later at the
All
party.
right, we'll see you later. Thank you for the bardic inspiration.
Yes, bye, Taffy.
I'm going to use it to apply my makeup.
And I walk back with Cynthia, and I kind of am like, thank you. I'm sorry your Wintermas ended up being spent taking care of your baby sister, and now you have to go to a boring party with a bunch of grown-ups.
It's okay. I got some laminating done.
Oh, that's good. Really, again, really proud of you for all these things. Tell you what, I know I said that I needed to go back into the office right after Wintermas because we've got the big kind of New Year's push for the ad agency and stuff like that. But I'm going to take tomorrow off. You and me will just sit at home, have hot chocolate, watch some Wintermas movies. Hopefully you'll have that brand new clarinet. It's probably in one of the presents back there. Hopefully someone will grab it. And then, we can just hang out. I think while, it's important for us to be becoming our actualized self as people, it's also important to just sort of chill sometimes, maybe.
Yeah. You see she's writing, chill sometimes, maybe.
Perfect. Exactly like that. Remember that one. I think it's important.
All right. Yeah. So you decorate for a party. And you know what? You do a pretty good job. You got all your decorations back. And Carol, you know how to throw a good Wintermas party.
Damn right I do.
Me and my family are I'm gonna get my skates and we're all gonna go skate. And it's gonna be super fun.
Aw.
And then
All
I'm
right.
gonna roll up to the party with a 30 rag, because Siobhan and I know how to party.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. When you arrive, Taffy is very champagne drunk, holding it together, but just super, super affectionate.
Cute.
Did you know that at Wildberry Women...
Doing great.
At Wildberry Women's College, so I was a biology major, but I actually tried out for the ice skating club.
No shit.
Yeah, it was a lot of girls who were way better than me, but I did learn how to wear figure skates.
Very cool, Taffy. Very cool.
Ted comes over, and isn't that the most important lesson of all?
But you know what? I
Wintermas.
also had a 4.0 GPA.
Wow.
I just thought I should let you know that too, because I realized that I said that and it sounded pretty dumb.
I look at Siobhan and I'm like, did I have a 2.5?
What is the true meaning of Wintermas, if not an awkward conversation at your Christmas party with your ex-husband and his new wife?
Yeah, how are my girls doing? You see he has his arm around Taffy, and he reaches out for a high five with Carol.
I high five Carol too.
I high five
Carol,
everybody.
high fives everyone, drains her champagne flute, and goes off to talk to other guests.
Wow, she's in an amazing mood.
Yeah, Ted, you wouldn't believe how nice she was to me today.
Wow, really? Oh, that's great. I'm so happy.
It was. I think we might be like friendly acquaintances now.
Wow. Taffy, roll insight.
Nat 20.
Okay, wow. Yeah, you see Ted's happy for you. He does feel a little weird about the idea of you two being friends. But you know what? He can manage.
It's Wintermas.
Good for Ted.
It's Wintermas.
We're all one big happy family.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and there is a toast, and it is a happy Wintermas indeed.
And sexy Santa shows up and falls in love with Carol.
No.
Maybe next year.
All right.
And that is where
We all
this
toast.
year's Wintermas celebration draws to a close.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That was
Happy Wintermas to all, and to all a splendid evening.
We love you. La 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 la.
And that is our show, folks. Thank you so much for listening. Yeah, thank you to Lucas Mangold for our theme music, which he redid to be holiday themed.
Incredible.
Yeah, you can find him at lucascarlmusic@gmail.com, and that is
Carl with a K, la 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 la.
Nice.
I feel like this already happened. Did we do that?
Yeah, I think you did exactly that last time, too.
I'm sorry, are you not familiar with the concept of a jingle?
Okay, anyways.
Do you want me to do a different song?
No, I just.
Thank you to Theo Golden for our logo art. That's T Golden Art on Instagram. And hey, you know what? Thank you, listener. You're who we do this for.
Just you, though. No other listeners.
Also ourselves.
And if you want to do something for us, then rate and review this show. Tell all your friends how good it is. Tell everyone how good it is.
Tell
your enemies. Ooh.
Ew.
Yeah.
Andy, what else should they do if they want to support us?
Oh, and if you if you like us, you should also follow us on social media at Ship of Fools Cast on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram.
And when's the next episode?
The next episode is on
January
January 5th.
This is
Wow.
why we shouldn't let Andy tie Hannah up in tinsel and take over DMing. She's feeding him his lines from where she's hanging in the fireplace.
All right. Well, lovely to see you, folks.
But it's getting late. You've got a long drive home. Don't want to keep you.
It's been 3 hours almost.
All right. But happy holidays.
Yeah.
Pleasure doing business
Yeah.
with you.
We love you guys.
Hope everyone's doing all right.
Happy New Year. See you in 2021.
It's been a year since we started doing this, and it is
Yeah, a year since we started recording.
not a year for you, just for us.
Hope your infants are tender and mild.
Take care, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See you on the open snow.
Aw.
With the sleighs running free.